Oh shoot! Dropped my phone. Part the phone. What's happening? Well, I surely hope y'all ain't no weirdos now. It's not weird. Dun, 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 dun. It's not weird. Dun, 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 dun. It's not weird. Dun, 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 dun. It's not weird. Dun, 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 dun. I'm doing good. Can't complain. Got through praying, not doing nothing illegal. Definitely not. Not because I did a crime last night and I need bail money. Oh Lord, Lord, Lordy. I don't need bail money, but if y'all want to give me future bail money, I'll take it for for plans of future murder, future extortion. Mm, nah, because then y'all gonna be called as accessories, premeditated accessories to future murder. They gonna make up a new charge. They gonna track all y'all payments. There, y'all gonna get a DM, bro. Blind, loose, and Jeffrey. Like, yeah, we subpoena you to court. We have intention that you're extremely under arrest for future plans of premeditated free murder. You're like, do you know this man? They show my mugshot. Like, did you give this man a lump sum of money for future premeditated murder? Like, yeah, show up in court. We need to take your statement. I don't want to get you good people in trouble, so I'm not going to get you all in trouble. What's up with y'all though? I know y'all not weirdos. Y'all better not be, cause I hurt you. All of y'all seem good people. I hope y'all good people. Be having some weirdos in my chat, boy. I'll stomp y'all out. I got no sympathy for a weirdo, man. Weirdos, idiots. So. Dun, 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 dee. Most of the people in the comments be cool, man. They do. So even on my other videos, like they be cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I like them. Them other freaks, man. I don't know what be wrong. They're like people just be like, I really think low key people be having like mental illness or something. Cause something be wrong with them. Like they like mentally stupid. I don't know what's wrong with them. That's what happens when you're a spiritual weirdo. You don't do nothing with your life all day. You do things like that. You got nothing but time to scroll the internet looking for content. Like, nigga, you scrolling on my page, you're an idiot. So guess what I do? The exact opposite of what everybody says. I'm just gonna do the exact opposite every time. Dun, 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 dee. It's that weird. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's that weird. Dun, 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 dee. It's that weird. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, enjoy. I didn't know it was even Thursday, man. I thought it was Wednesday. And we going back quick, man. This food over here smells delish. But it's a beautiful day outside, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? It's a beautiful day for a neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you see pretty please? Won't you be my neighbor? I know it's a little early, but I figure since I'm gonna be busy the rest of the day doing what I want to do, might as well give y'all an early stream, whatever. So I always come out here when it's like the sun is setting. I like when it's extremely hot. Right now it feels pretty good, so it's nice to be outside. Be outdoors to celebrate that. Won't you please, pretty please, won't you be my neighbor? Hold on, y'all. It's a I know y'all enjoying these daily live streams, boy. Y'all get one almost every day. Y'all get one every day because we ain't gonna be doing these no more. I'm trying to let y'all know. I'm gonna tell y'all again. So enjoy the stuff I give y'all. Cause one day we ain't gonna be doing it like that. Hold on. It's a weird journey. It's a weird journey. Oh, how y'all Tuesday going? Or that's Tuesday. How y'all Thursday going? I can stare at y'all all day too. Oh, I got any wordos in the chat? No, I'm gonna see how long y'all can go without saying nothing. It's 11:22. Let's see how long y'all can go without saying words. Come 11:32. I probably won't even have 10 minutes. I probably won't even have no chat. Oh. Mm. What's up, Bill? You ain't want to come in here and talk, rest of these freaks. Whatever, though. What's up, man? It's some quality people, man. I want to have a conversation. They almost broke the 10-minute mark, too, boy. It's 11:22. I said, I bet y'all niggas ain't going to come in here and say nothing. Almost 10 minutes later, man. Bunch of stupid freaks, man. I told people I could play that staring game right back. You don't even come and watching a nigga, you gonna look all stupid and cockeyed. My morning good. I just been here chilling. I'm here chilling. It's like one of my morning walks and prayer routine. That's why I got my speaker with me. So, I said it feel good. It's early. I say what's up to the people while I feel good because I ain't trying to be on here all day and talking to everybody. I can't really do no more music streams right now until I get some storage free on my computer. So it'd be nice to take a break. Today I'm doing nothing but content, just making content, taking snippets of my music, posting them. Smell good. Damn, smell good. No, I figure before I get in a really busy mood, try to come say what's up to the people. If y'all freaks gonna stare at me all day, it remind me a while. I don't like doing it. Show is nice. Show is nice out. That's why I said I'm very chilling in the shade, enjoying the sun. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, can't help everybody. So, like I said, you can't help all the weirdos. They don't know what it's like to get outside and touch grass. So that's why I said when we come outside and do stuff like this, people that stay indoors all day doing know what they life. They look at us like we crazy. I'm like, no, we ain't crazy. We just actually like to come outside and do something I like. So also the clip is not available. How do you get the clips of your live? What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I think it's a new YouTube feature. Uh, YouTube been kind of acting funny lately. I don't know what's wrong with them. Maybe because I tried to clip it myself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the clip on there. So maybe it's a new update. I see they remodeled like they look. So maybe they took it off for a minute. You know how they be stupid with these updates. So I don't know. But as I said, some of us actually get outside and touch grass. You know what I'm saying? I can get like a full-time mama. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in there with the kids. You know what I'm saying? So she might not be able to. But the rest of y'all niggas, y'all ain't no full-time moms. You a man. You can't be a mom. Like, He trying to tell y'all, boy, be all type of freaks, man, on your DMs and your comments. That's why I told you freaking losing niggas, man. Stay out my comments, boy. Nobody like y'all. No power having Smithsonian's. That's why I said, you know what I'm actually about to start doing? I'm about to start changing the keywords, you know what I'm saying? Because like people keep trying to come size you, you know what I'm saying? They keep trying to come over and mess with people. So I can make it to where people can't say certain words. So I can block out all them type of words, man. People come over with junior, saying junior, I can block it out. Darby, I can block that out. Your dad, I can block that out. Repent, I can block that out. I can block out all those. Like, cause niggas be weird, you know what I'm saying? They be trying to come over here and just like school people, you know what I'm saying? Trying to start comment wars and stuff. I said, I can just make it to work anybody comment at all. I take all your niggas' voices. The only time they can be commenting is when they come on live stream because I can even turn the live chats off too, but I usually keep them on because you know you gotta see what people say. They realized I couldn't comment on the videos. I won't run to the live stream. Yeah, I gotta understand, man, how weird people be, man. I feel sorry for y'all niggas, man. I really do, man. Not niggas is in just people. I feel sorry for niggas. Like, y'all so dumb. Like, y'all spend y'all life, man, worried about what somebody else doing, man. Y'all dudes are losers. Like, dang. I was on my piano channel. And the thing I posted yesterday, it was a neo soul, it was a Christian neo soul R&B type flow, you feel me? And of course, anybody that's a person, remember niggas are not people. So this niggas ain't people. But anybody that's a person, man, like stuff like that. They can understand that. And some older sensitive nigga was over. They said, "Oh, well," he said junior. I said, first off, you done messed up, nigga. You don't call me junior. You said junior man of God. Don't ever call me man of God. Do not ever call me junior man of God. Don't ever not ever say them words in the same sense. Don't ever say them words ever. Cause I know how niggas be. That's them trying to size you up. Like, don't call me that. Don't think cause you watch my daddy that we cool. We are not friends, dummy. He said, "You gotta sound that's meant for God only." I'm like, it is. It's literally a Christian R&B song I was singing. That shows what happened when you're retarded. You don't listen to what I said. I said, "Yeah, I know niggas are retarded. They can't think past the first grade, but you know, that's what happened when you're retarded." So I'm gonna write out some long paragraph. I don't read paragraphs. I just delete it. I said, "Don't worry, I'll be doing a part two. Every time one of you Planet Apes talk, I'm just gonna do a part two." So now I got a part two coming out today, y'all. Stay tuned for part two on my YouTube shorts. Every time y'all idiots keep coming trying to tell niggas something, I'm just gonna do the exact opposite. So part two, and then we're gonna do a part three. Now I'm gonna turn it into a series since you want to talk. He didn't even listen to the words of what I was saying. That's what happened when you're retarded. I'm trying to tell y'all. When you mentally dumb, that's what happened. And not the ones that not the like actual people that are kind of like handy. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like just you really like stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, you in my comments comment, but I'm still getting paid though. So it don't matter. I said, okay, and that's why the numbers are taking off. I'm like, yep, and that's why numbers took off on that video. And now it's about to do part two, and that's about to take off too. When will you idiots ever learn, man? Like, dang, man, y'all niggas. That's why try to tell niggas go outside and touch grass, man. Kick rocks. Like, y'all so busy in the house scrolling on my timeline, man. Quit watching my daddy, you freak. I said, I said, well, if you ain't watch my daddy, what was you doing with your life in your underwear in the dark on people's page? So sensitive weirdos too, man. I said, you know, I could be on YouTube cussing everybody out. You know, I could be like one of them niggas. I could be on here cussing everybody out, talking crazy and talking about I'm a hurt everybody and kill people and stuff. I don't do that stuff, do I? No. And now y'all see why I said I don't give everybody the links to my other stuff. Cause them type of idiot dumb niggas is gonna be the ones over there doing that. Like, no, I don't like y'all. I don't like y'all at all. I don't like people like that. That's why I said the next person call me Junior, I will pull up your IP address and I will come out there and fight you. Don't ever call me that word. And think I won't. That's why I be trying to tell you now. I'm about to start traveling anyways. Think I won't. I have a layover in your city. Don't think I won't pull up to where you is. I don't be playing that stuff. I'm not sweet, bro. We don't play that stuff. I don't like niggas, man, because niggas always trying to size you up. Don't ever call me Junior, boy. Junior will knock you straight out. I consider people calling me Junior equivalent to a white person calling me a nigga. That's the same thing. I don't see it no different. It's a sign of disrespect. They not wanted ever. They barely was even wanted in their mama womb. Like, I don't know where you gonna come over and torture up you now. I said, nigga, you was a mistake, baby. Don't try to come over here now and act like that you know something. We're going somewhere. It's always the irrelevance. I'm like, boy, get on somewhere. I know trying to be deep stuff. I'm like, I don't know why y'all write out paragraphs. Like, I don't read full paragraphs. A nigga attention span is not that long. So I'm like, I'm not gonna read this out, man. When I see the first like 6 words, I'm like, the first 5 or so words, I'm like, yep, they stupid. They mad retarded. So guess what I go do? I'm like, oh, you don't like what I did? I'm gonna go do it again. I'm gonna do a part two just because you don't like it. Y'all see the tank top series? Yeah, we in tank tops every day because people don't like them. Well, I'm gonna be sure to do more tank top series as y'all keep talking. And so that's why all my live streams are mainly me in tank tops. Because first off, I want to, and then second of all, because I said so. So I'm like, nah, y'all not gonna bring that Junior and Darby stuff on that other page. We don't do that. I don't like y'all niggas. I don't. I don't like people like it at all. That's why we're trying to tell people, don't call me certain words, man. Do not ever call me man of God. Don't do that because I know why people do that. Don't ever call me that. Don't ever call me pastor. Don't ever call me brother. Don't ever call me junior. Don't call me Lil Steve. Don't call me that stuff because that's niggas sizing you up. Don't do that because I hurt you. Don't do that stuff. I don't like y'all. And I'm gonna make it very clear I don't like you. So don't do that. It's all fun and games. So I get a hold of your profile, so I call you fat boy. It ain't gonna be funny no more. Is it? You don't be called a pedo, do you? Don't come over here. People look for any reason to be relevant. Y'all niggas are losers, man. That's why I'm about to start touring the country. Like, I don't want to be like y'all. So, and again, that's not because we think we better than people. It's just we just don't waste our life doing this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I barely even comment on anybody's videos because I don't got time for that. I'm too busy making my own. Too busy making my own. Again, if people was trolling or joking, that's funny. But when people are so serious, like, what do you expect me to do from this? Do you expect me to be like, well, you're right. I'm a ponder on it. No, I don't ponder on what nobody said. I just do the exact opposite of what everybody said. Like, I don't listen to you, man. I don't think people understand that. I won't listen to you. I don't like your kind. I don't like your type. So if the other 1,500 people couldn't get me to listen to them, why do you think Lil Regular or you is gonna make me come listen to you? I don't listen to people. I don't listen to nobody, and for good reasons. And then you realize some people may say some stuff that's inaccurate. They might be right most of the time, but they might say something that's inaccurate, and then you got to learn to decipher that. I don't listen to everybody. You know what I'm saying? People weird. What's up, my Canadian friend? Do y'all say top of the morning, or is that Irish? Top of the morning, do your laddies. Oh, I lost say top of the morning to you. I'm a Kruger. You go over with a Studebaker. I think that's Irish. I don't think it's Canadian. So forgive me if that's semi-racist. I don't know culture like that's why I say I got to go to the culture to know the culture. I'll say all type of stuff, man, and get beat up overseas because I don't even know what I'm even saying. So gotta be culture appropriate. But it's Irish, but I'm Irish, so it works. I love your music, by the way. Went through most of it. So talented. The way you compose all them. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sure appreciate that. You know, it's sad because 99.999999999% of people can see that, and you got 1% of the parasites in the world, 1% of the dust mites that's in your pillows that don't like it. It's all R&B based flow. Some idiot spiritual weirdos on my other page was mad. I don't know. They passive aggressive. What they do. They said, "No, soul is not" blah, blah. I'm like, "Dude, you Negro, you do know soul comes from gospel, stupid boy." What is it with a Negro, man? Like, y'all find this Hebrew Israelite stuff and y'all become like real, like, really, like, mentally dumb. Like, something wrong with y'all. Soul originates from gospel, stupid. I literally had the captions Christian soul. What do you think soul is, stupid? It's gospel music. Like, you know you dumb, man. That's why I be trying to tell people, stop watching my daddy all day, man, because you don't know nothing. Like, those are the type of people that do that, and they don't know nothing. I'm like, why is bro? Why is that? Why is it everybody that watch Darby, man? You got white people that watch Darby, you got Mexicans that watch Darby. Everybody that watch him is smart. And then the common Negro go watch him. It's like they a special type of stupid. It's like, why? What's wrong with y'all? Every white person I've ever had on this channel, man, they have always been cool, man. They have been so nice. They respectful. They love you. And then you get a Negro, man. They just sit there. Well, I'm like, well, obviously you didn't hear none of the words Darby said because you still just as dumb as you was before you knew him. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with y'all. The white people come on, I'm praying for you. I love you and your family. I love you and your dad. They come in and donate, supporting. Negroes come up want to critique. They critique. I was like, come on, man. He's preaching to his people and his people's dumb. Yeah, because I put the caption. I said, if you like neo soul type stuff, I said, if you like neo soul and Christian vibes, I said this is for you. And the song was literally me singing like Christian neo soul. It's just people be so you gotta understand. People look for any reason, man, to be. They look for any reason to say anything because they dumb. Yeah, they jealous. You got a name they want, which I don't even know why everybody want this name. It's not that great, you know. It's great, but I'm like, it ain't royalty. But you know, people envious over that, whatever. Um, I wish I can walk in a Dolce and Gabbana store and be like, hey, look whose name it is today. Louis Vuitton store. Hey, I want that suitcase. Yep, put it on my name tab. Like, it don't work like that. It don't. So that's why I said, don't worry, I'll do a part two. I'm doing a part two in like 30 minutes. Don't worry, I'll do a part two. I know you don't like it, so I'm gonna do a part two because you don't like it. I said, well, the rest of the 98 people that liked it did. God's the one that gave it to me, so if you got a problem, take it up with him. And that shows you don't know as much as you want to claim to be black and Hebrew, you don't even know your culture because Negro soul music came from gospel music, stupid boy. Every genre of music came from gospel, dummy. That show right there when it says don't be quick to speak, man. I know why Bible be saying stuff like that. Because then you see what you say when you stupid. The Bible knew that was people that was stupid. That's why I called them fools. Because like you just talk too much, man. Like, you not smart like you think, man. You don't know nothing. You dumb. That's why you watching me. You got a lot of good people that are just that be watching Darby page and then they'll come and watch me, which they cool. Like some of y'all. And then you got a lot of dumb people that was watching him because they can't go outside and touch grass, and they come over here and still can't touch grass. And they mad because we outside touching grass. Why ain't you in there studying the books? Because I'm not a loser like you. Because I don't have to fake something that I ain't. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, they be tripping. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm out to hear your lyrics when I come to Edmonton, wherever you call it. Not Saskatchewan, Edmonton. See, you get it. You get it and you Canadian. How did they not get it? I said, how somebody Irish understand me better than one of my own? From what I can remember, every Irish person I've ever been around, man, they always understood me. They love me. That's why I said, man, Irish is my bro. I'm like, Irish are my niggas. Irish are my people. They love me. And we trying to have black unity, man. The Irish people supported us. I said, man, shout out to the Irish, man. They be loving. They be cool. You hear me? They don't call them fighting Irish for nothing. I was born Canada. I was born in Canada, raised in Italy, man. You got the trifecta. That's like this one girl I know. She's the best of three. She's Dominican, Puerto Rican, and what she say she was Colombian. So she got the best of all three. And you can tell too, man. She got this look on her face, like she pretty, but she has this look on her face, like her eyebrows are like serious. Like she has one of those like she look like she's like angry. She's not. She just has that Latina look. I say that's the trifecta of all three. I said my woman, she always got all three of all three. She black, blacker and blackest. Blacker and blackest. Uh, first layer is black, the next layer is blackity, the next layer is blackalicious. She's all three. Ouch. Yeah, bro. I don't know. That's why I said I need people, man, that do something with their lives. Do something with their lives and know how to be a good man to their wives. This is these freaks of nature, man. That's why I told y'all Peter Gates was being a man DM all day. Y'all be in the man comments. Weird. Super weird. Ouch. That's why I was trying to tell somebody came in the other day. These cool people, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't know me, you know what I'm saying? So they came in, they was like, well, what's the nose ring represent? I was like, it don't represent nothing. It's just the nose ring. Because people be like, why you got that? Because I said so. That's why. Why you worry about it for? She's like, oh, well, I heard a lot of that is femininity, you know what I'm saying? And so your dad had said something about a lot of feminine stuff. Like I guess like people saying like do that, like earrings or something. Oh, like I'm like, no, what he really I said some of that can't be true. I said, but what he really was talking about was men like that. Like men that be weird in people DMs, worry about what you doing with your time and your wife. I say ain't nothing more feminine than to make a grown man in your DMs telling you what he think of you. That is the most gayest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, that's really gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say it looks masculine. Like, we ain't walking around like that. Like, hey, girl, how you doing? Like, we don't do that stuff. He's like, well, your dad said, I said, yeah, you mean the same dad that said dreadlocks was feminine? At first, he thought dreadlocks was a nigga and feminine. I said, and then he didn't realize that was the Hebrew style of people's hair that I tried to tell him since 2008. He didn't want me having dreadlocks because he thought it was effeminate. I said, well, I don't care what you think is effeminate. I want dreadlocks, and that's why I got dreadlocks. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I tell you, don't listen to everybody because they don't know what they be talking about. He didn't know what he was talking about until he found out that these was the original Hebrews hairstyle. Then he stopped talking bad about it. I said, see, I was trying to tell you since 2008. I was trying to tell you. I ain't with the short fade look, man. I hated that look. I had that look my whole life, man. I mean, when braids was a style, man, we was gonna get braids back in 2003. He didn't want us having braids because he was like, nah, that's effeminate. No, it's not. Who told you that? White people. Who told you that? Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll catch you later. Catch you later. I'm trying to tell people, like, man, don't be listening to everybody. They do, they hyping your look. It might not be for everybody, it's for me, because I said so. That's why I said it don't matter what he said or what somebody else said. I said I wanted it. So that's why I got it. I need to check in with somebody to see how I want to look. I want to, right? Nigga acting like he painting his nails. So like, bruh. I said, yep, and wasn't nobody more feminine than the grown men. The grown men that watch him all day at home. Ain't nobody more feminine than him. You too dumb to even know how to be a man. That's why you watching him. And not all y'all, but them type. Ain't nothing more feminine than you looking for a grown man to tell you how to be a man. I don't need a grown man to tell me how to be a man. I'm just gonna be one. Because that's what I do. I learned that stuff when I was 15, 16. When I got older, I knew it for myself. I had to learn for myself. You know, watch YouTube all day. I don't need to watch Andrew Tate marathons for what? Well, I need to watch Andrew Tate for? Well, Jesus bless you too. You stay safe out there. Be careful. Stay away from weirdos. What in the world are those shoes? Well, those Doc Martens are crazy. If I was like Doc Martens, I look crazy. You ever know you be in the middle of a conversation and you be like, what in the world is she wearing? Like, look at them shoes. I don't know if it's a Doc Martens or just a knockoff brand. Things are huge. Who told you those look good? Anyways, that's why I said, like, how you gonna tell somebody that they hairstyles is feminine? They ain't want to use scriptures like the Bible said men should not have long hair. That ain't what that said. That's not even what that meant, stupid. If men can't have long hair, then why does Samson have long locks? That don't even make sense. Stupid. That's why I'm like, man, people who listens to that stuff. That's why everybody going off what somebody said. And guess what I say? I don't care what they said. I said what I wanted. I said what I said. What would your dad think about it? I don't care what daddy would think. I know what I think. What would they think? Well, I don't care what society think. I know what I think. I know what I said, and Imma say it. You looking at somebody else all day. That's what happened when you're a freak of nature watching other men all day. You ain't doing nothing with your life. Too obsessed with what I got going on. Told people don't do that. It's not a good look. That's all these little stupid questions. That's why they was like, nah, men that get their ears pierced are gay. And I say, you know who else is gay? Men that's worried about other men getting their ears pierced. That's who's gayer. Any man, listen, women, any man that's worried about what other men do is gay. I don't care what you say. Because why do I care what another man doing? I do what I want because I said so. I don't gotta explain myself to you. I said it. I was like, no, nose rings are feminine. How is that feminine? Like, why? Who told you that? Like, who told you that? Your old uncle, your old auntie? I'm like, yeah, maybe they said that. And I say, and you know who else is effeminate? Them that's watching men all day. That's who's effeminate. I know niggas ain't try to talk. Everybody in their family got somebody sweet. You got a couple of sweet niggas in your family that you won't go talk to. You worry about talking to me or somebody else. Man, please. That's why people was like, oh, you got the nose ring. I was around somebody at the time. They said, I don't like, I don't relate. You got your nose pierced. Guess what I did? Got the other side pierced. I'm gonna go keep doing the same thing since you don't like it. I'm gonna do the opposite then. You know what I'm saying? I don't like dreadlocks. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I go get dreadlocks. And that's why I grew mine out. That's why he luscious and beautiful. Still beautiful. Cares what everybody think, man. Like, ain't nobody business. You know, not nigga community, man. People always make it their business. But I can't even say just us because white people do that too. They make everybody business their business too. But we all know who be brown nose and literally brown noses in your business, niggas. So I be trying to tell people, I said, I don't know how y'all go to some of these churches, man, and let people just brown nose y'all all day. I like, why you in that nose? Like, you better get out my face. These are not metaphors. These are actually, I would really hit you. I don't play that. You meddling with my business for, man. My life, my wife, whoever. Like, ain't got nothing to do with you. That's just showing you right there that when you do get a wife, they gonna be staring at your wife. If you worry about a nigga wife now and I ain't got one, you gonna be staring at my wife when I go get one. That's a freaking weirdo. People ask you when you gonna have kids, they gonna be looking at your kids. That's the way I look at it. You know what they pretty much asking you when you gonna go knocking your woman up. That's pretty much what they saying. When y'all gonna have sex to have like kids. That's a weird dumb question to even ask somebody. Like, why would you ain't the one birthing out these little niggas? Why you asking that? You gonna pay for the hospital bill? You gonna buy the you gonna buy the diapers and stuff? You know what I'm saying? The baby formula for a nigga with no kids. You sure is asking a lot of questions about somebody for kids. Like it's weird. That's why I said if y'all married couples, boy, y'all couple in general, you should get offended when somebody asks you a question like that. That means they asking about your sex life. They asking about your intimacy, which is literally intimacy between you and that person. That's what happened when you in people's comments like they being keyboard warriors and stuff. That's why everybody get blessed taken care of because you stupid. Well, people, well, the way you talk, yep, and I'm gonna keep talking this way, and I'm gonna talk this way for forever. I like talking this way because you got to talk this way to people who stupid. Maybe you get people like it away from me. I want to talk this way no more. You know, it's mighty funny. I ain't got to talk this way to people that I know in person. They never do this. So, like, why do I got to talk this way to a certain type of people that's on the internet and people comment? I know it hurts your feelings, but you know when you dumb, anything hurts your feelings. So, worry about what's effeminate on the man. Worry about what's effeminate on the man for, nigga? You worry about you. Now y'all having muscles is now if you worry about you having muscles, the most sign of being a man is we physically built. Now Negroes worry about that. They telling people to be men, and then Negro go work out and be a man. They like, well, it's not about muscles. It's like, why is that the first thing you think about when it come to men? You know what make you a man? Paying bills, boy. Going to work. Getting off social media, man, to have a real life, a prayer life, and you got a wife having a life with your wife. Being in somebody comments, man, being a freak, like y'all weird. Being grown men trying to be on the internet, tell other men how to feel. That's why I don't play that, man. People come in my comments try to tell me how to react. Nigga, I'ma react however I feel like I want to react, man. Ain't none of you's gonna calm me down. Ain't none of you gonna change my mind or persuade me, man. That's why I said people say stuff I don't even listen to you. Cause I know an effeminate weirdo when I see one. Wanna vent their opinion on this web. Well, you need to learn how to take some. Maybe you need to learn how to shut up and get on my face. Why don't you do that? As I told her old little drunk white woman, even though she was drunk, they want to come with their opinion. She's like, "How about you?" I said, "Well, how about you get out of my face?" She's like, "How about you?" And I said, "How about you do something about it then?" Now they don't want to talk. Now they want to sit there and play the little "I love you" game, and then they drunk stuff. But you ain't gonna change my point of view on my temper when I got one, nigga. You better get out of my face. People stupid, man. Worrying about what type of Jordans you wear. I thought that was the weirdest thing in the world, man. Niggas be worried about the size of your shirt. Like, why you wearing like small shirts? How do you notice a shirt is small? Why you wear tank tops? Why are you focused on me in a tank top for, you freak? Like, why are you looking at that? I'm convinced I gotta start wearing a bra under here, man, because Negroes keep looking like they see something. Like, daggone. Get off me. I say, yeah, ain't nobody more effeminate than Negroes that do that type of stuff. Ain't nobody more effeminate than them type men. Ouch. You worry about another man's clothing. That's one thing if you was walking out the house with like some short shorts, you know what I'm saying? Like some weird, some gay, some borderline gay stuff. You feel me? I'm out here wearing like, bro, this is normal stuff when I'm wearing. This stuff right here, people be questioning why you wearing that. Like, why you worry about it for? You freak? Ain't nobody more effeminate than somebody in somebody comments. Ain't nobody more effeminate than somebody watching me all day that is effeminate. You was worried about some earrings or a nose ring. And I said, yep, and we still get the job done. We will still beat you up. We will still fight for our women. We the type of men that black women can respect because we will fight for them. We will actually protect them and won't blame them for the stuff that's happening to them in their life. They women like dudes like us. Like, no, you a dusty man because you can't afford no fragrance and you can't look good. So you think all men gotta look like you. That's why I say, you know how people look at people that wear glasses, look at men that wear glasses like, oh, he wear glasses, he a nerd, he ain't with it. Like, no, they be with the business because he wear glasses don't mean no, he can still fight. Oh, he wear earrings, he's sweet, he's a pretty boy. It's like, yeah, and pretty boys got hands too. Like, what does that got to do with anything? Because you look a certain type of way. People will still knock you out. Tough because I say what I have and what I have to say. Either comes and understand or we don't. Right. I put my foot down too. That's why I said I say what I gotta say. If people don't like it, well, that ain't my problem. Go kick rocks. Go outside, touch grass. I said, do you know the only reason we having this conversation was because you approached me first? I can't tell you the last person I walked up on and told them what I think and vent my opinions. I don't do that. Because I know if you do that, it's an all-out war. That's why I said when I see people coming with them talking points, guess what I do? Get up and go away. I said, okay. And I get up and change the subject. Oh, look. Oh, I got a phone call coming. You know what I'm saying? All right, bro. I'll catch you later. All right, man. I'll see y'all. You're going to the game later. Okay, I'll catch you. That's what I do. Because I'm like, I know if you stand there and sit there and talk to people, their femininity come out. You feel me? I'm like, well, how could you be for that? Why do you think that way? Why do you do that? Why, yeah. People have a problem with you smiling too much. They be like, "You too happy." We supposed to be too happy. You know how many times some of us wanted to, like I said, you know how many times some of us, man, want to hurt people? There's people in here want to kill themselves, man, and now they got the joy of the Lord, and you get mad because they happy too much. They supposed to be happy, stupid. Some of us almost did self harm. You feel me? Like, come on. Some type of people I be talking about, man. Like that's the stuff I don't like. Like, don't be doing that stuff. That's why I said, don't be in my comments trying to tell me how to react and what to do. I don't listen to none of y'all niggas. None. That's why I said a freak and a fool, a freak of nature be over here watching me. You gonna hear what I got to say, man. Nigga don't like it. Why you watch me for? Get off my channel. I tell everybody that. You tuned in to watch me vent. That's why I tell everybody. I like, bro, y'all tuned in to watch me vent. You gonna get this venting. I don't do that old tone police stuff, man. 'Cause I don't tone police people. I let them get out what they got to get out. There's a reason people got to holler and shout. They might cuss up a storm. They got to get it out. And then when they calm down, they can be reasonable and they can have a conversation. It's always trying to tell people how to react and how to feel on stuff, man. I don't be doing that. That's why I tell everybody stay out my comments with that. Especially after the video done. Don't come after the video done. Now they won't talk. Like, no, we don't do that stuff. I don't like people like that. And don't be sensitive. Any of y'all in here, don't be sensitive police and stuff. Don't do that stuff. I don't like people like that. I don't like people like y'all. You tuning in watching me, so you're gonna hear what I gotta say. And that's why I said everybody in my life that come to me with something serious that they want to talk about and they want to hear my opinions, well, then you're gonna hear my opinions on it. Don't ask me for my point of view on stuff and they get mad when I tell you my daggone point of view. Like you asked, stupid. When you want the smoke and you get the smoke, don't be acting all surprised now. Like, I don't understand why. Oh, because you wanted it. I gave it to you. What up, Mike? Well, I say, why I be worried about it all type of stuff, man? Don't be worried about what a nigga doing. Stay out my chat doing that stuff. It's so weird. I'm gonna say it for the naysayers and everybody in. I talk to everybody, and I don't even know how you saying this dude or whoever you is, but like don't say it like that because I don't be playing. I'll stay on this topic for 3 days. I'll stay on this topic for 3 days because if I want to, don't ever be tone policing me, man. Don't ever tell me how to say stuff, how to react. I don't like people like that. Be the same type of people. Something happen to them, they want to go off and vent, and then somebody tone police them. They don't like that stuff. They don't like it. Ouch. That's why I tell everybody you are free to be. You are free to feel how you want to feel. If you got to get off your chest, get off your chest, man. You'll never tell me, well, just calm down. Well, just well, just understand. Move on from it. Don't say nothing. Like, no, they need to say something. That's how they feel. That's exactly why people go blow their brains out, man. Because they got a bunch of them type of niggas around them. Well, just stop talking. Just don't say no. Just learn to just let it be. Like, no, people got to vent how they feel, dude. They gonna kill themselves. A lot of people can't handle what they feeling. They got to say something. You feel me? Had niggas like that all for 2 years in my comments, man. Just that's all they did. It's like, bro, why is that the first thing y'all say? All these weird niggas over here mess with everybody. All these devil worshippers coming over here and y'all don't say nothing to them. And then I say something, well, just don't say nothing. Man, nigga, you shut up too. You know who I don't like more than them devil worshippers? You niggas. Y'all worse. I don't like people like that. Like, bro, nigga, we trying to vent, man. We trying to say what they trying to say. You trying to call out the foolishness niggas. No, Steve, just stay focused. No, Steve just like, no, 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 it's Steve nothing. And the people that sit there shaking you and stabbing you, y'all don't gonna say nothing to them. That's why I said, nah, nigga, you biased too. I don't like y'all type nigga. I don't like it. You ain't cool. That's why I said if a nigga gonna watch me and ain't gonna defend me, then I'm like, you just as worse as them. Well, I don't even understand why people even watch me. If you don't like what I gotta say, like, why do you watch me? Everybody watches somebody to hear them vent and hear them rant. You don't like what they rant, then what we gonna talk about? And then I sit there and play the staring game for 15 minutes with people because they sit there just look a little dumb look. Watch I tell a nigga like, Mary, you make conversation. You gonna say something too. That's why I said don't nobody be more effeminate, man, than the ones that be in another man doing that to another man. That's one thing I expect women to kinda do that, to come over and, "Well, just calm down." When you got a grown man doing that, so I'm like, "Oh, no, man, that's weird." People come over all the time with, "Just focus." Nigga, I am focused. I've been focused. Just because I talk about stuff don't mean that I'm off my grind. It just means I'm talking. We all have the right to vent and express ourselves and don't have to back down because of other people's feelings. I sure don't back down for nobody's feelings. I say what I want to say. So I tell the nigga, man, be coming here with this all sensitivity, man. Don't come in my chat with no sensitivity. Don't come in my life with no sensitivity. Don't come in my channels with sensitivity. I don't like that stuff. I thought it was people that would just leave like a lot of mean comments. I don't even be that, bro. It be these passive aggressive niggas. That's what they do. They being mean without being mean. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff I consider passive aggressive too. They just would just don't say nothing. Just come down. Like nigga, shut up. That's why people don't be really ready for my response when they think they coming over doing something right. I'm like, dude, shut up. I was just trying. I don't need you to just try to say nothing. How about shutting up? Try doing that. Have you ever noticed that everything in your life sucks until you shut up? Have you tried shutting up one time? Like maybe shutting up will get you somewhere. You talking too much and thinking that you know something for somebody else shows how dumb you are. Nobody listen to that. That's why I told everybody before you go on somebody else's page in the text messages, how about try shutting up first before you give your point of view? There's a reason why people are saying what they saying. Because if you was in their shoes, you'd be saying the same thing. You not saying the same thing because you're not in their shoes. Just want to talk in common manner and let others patronize us. It doesn't work. It sure don't. Yeah, I don't get patronized by people because then they realize when you can be that right back to them, it's not funny. You know how I used to get at people, like I said, they know you was talking. Or they know they was trying to say something. They know I heard it. Or they know that I just read it and guess what I do? Blow it off. Like, man, for you. Like people be really trying to be deep. Like they be trying to be like spiritual or something. It's like y'all niggas are weird. I don't listen to you. I don't know you. Y'all be mad weird. Just always trying to express stuff as I try telling people how to feel on stuff. Bible literally told people you could be angry, sin not. Even the Bible was telling you you can feel. Bible didn't have passive aggressive weirdos in there, man. They don't have it. They don't do that stuff. Get off me. Stop. Stuff be weird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they came. I noticed that every job I worked at, everybody cussed up a storm and was crazy and did whatever. And then one time I got mad, I didn't even say no cuss word. One time I got mad, and they just, well, just calm down. No, ain't no just calm down, tone policing me. You ain't tell the white dude to go calm down. Like, no, don't tell me calm down. I remember that man working around contractors. Where contractors are some of the worst people in the world. Contractors got the worst mouths on them at all time, dude. They say some of the most messed up stuff. Contractors don't care about nothing, man. They come in cussing, just all type of stuff. They ain't say one word to them. These old white contractors come in talking crazy, which they didn't talk crazy. Me talk crazy to everybody else. And then when I got mad about something, I just threw it something and slammed it down. They was like, oh, just calm down. No, don't just calm down. I said, hey, dude, don't tone police me. You didn't say nothing to no white boy. Don't try to come say nothing to me. I don't do that. He's like, well, it's not that big of a deal. Neither was that when he cussed y'all out. No, it wasn't no big deal either. He came here and cussed some woman out that y'all didn't even stand up and defend. May I add you? Y'all was too scared to do that. Notice how I wasn't around. He wouldn't have cussed out if I was around him. Because then when I talk that same frequency, it's not gonna be funny. I talk that same frequency in your face, it ain't gonna be funny. See, y'all too scared to do that. But then when it comes to the black dude, they want to was just take a break and just just go take blow some steam off outside. Like no, you gonna hear what I'm saying. And I said there's a reason why we saying that. I said no, y'all messed up on something. Y'all need to acknowledge what y'all did. That's how it goes. Well, I can get through to people without saying one cuss word, man. I ain't got to cuss at you. I ain't got to say nothing. I did this whole channel without saying one cuss word. And I got some of the best jokes, man, some of the best roles because I don't need to. That's what they tried to do that with Jesus. We went in the temple beating him up. Well, just calm down, Jesus. Pow, smacked. Well, just calm down. Jesus, Randy Gordon him on the table. He slammed him on the table. I can see it now. He went, "That's oh, watch out, watch out, watch out!" Pow, just body slammed him. Like, you gonna try to? I guarantee they try to tumble these. Well, just hey, calm down. Pow, smacked. You playing that stuff, man. That's why I said, man, sensitive weirdos, man. When you see a man, especially a man that's again, I expect women to, but when you see a man that's a sensitive weirdo, that's an effeminate man. You know who you just as bad at the niggas that paint their nails. You the same type person. I'm like, bro, I done seen more dudes with body piercings, with painted nails, that wear these leggings, these little effeminate clothes where there are more men than some of these sensitive, weird men that's supposed to be real men. I'm so serious. Y'all know the modern day Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi, how he dressed and how he is, just gay as all I do is he's more of a man than some of you sensitive weirdos. And that's saying a lot because dude is really effeminate. I've never seen more a wave epidemic of such more sensitive men. I can't stand that. Sensitive men. Like, what is it with that, man? Like, I'm silly. That's why I say, you know who the worst person in society is? A sensitive man. That's why sensitive man women will be with you, and some man on the street will call you a bitch and will cuss you out and will slap your butt, and he will sit right there and watch him and won't fight for you at all. He could be your date, your boyfriend, and God forbid, your husband. And some man could call you out your name, and he will sit there and come on, baby, just don't pay no attention. What do you mean don't pay no attention? He just disrespected me. You can walk past a dude, he'll slap your butt, and your girl will tell you like, "Hey, baby, somebody just touched my butt." Oh, well, no, maybe maybe it was a miscommunication. No, see, just let it go. It's in the past. Like, imagine that. Imagine that's your man. What a sensitive idiot. My woman could tell me somebody done did that. You couldn't tell me that. That's why we trying to tell people. I said, boy, but where are these little weirdos? Think being a sensitive man is a good thing. They be like, well, we're men of peace. That ain't what the Bible said. We ain't walking around trying to beat up everybody, but I said if it's a time to fight, man, there's a time and a season for everything. Don't let somebody assault your wife and your daughter, you're gonna just sit there, well, it's okay. Yeah, yeah. And that's why I said I feel for the wives and the kids that these people got that are sensitive. I said, you know why your man ain't touched you? Because like I said, he's too busy looking at Steve Jr., looking at what Steve doing. He's too busy watching a grown man online, or they trying to form a ministry after him. He's too busy trying to do that. So of course he ain't gonna love your wife. He ain't gonna do nothing over with you. He's too busy being in people's comments, being sensitive. I say, yeah, we all know who's the bottom in his relationship. We all know who's the dominant one in his relationship. That's why I say, women, beware of these sensitive men. I'm trying to tell you. You think I'm playing? Beware of these sensitive men. If they always sensitive, you're gonna be doing the pegging. Yep, you're gonna be doing the pegging, baby. Because if you see a sensitive man, I know that's a joke, but it's not a joke. Because I'm like, I think dudes are sensitive for that reason. If you ask him what he's into, he'll tell you. He likes being dominated. They have no male authority role. So if you can't have a male authority role, what does that make you, the female? And the women are the ones that strong like the men now. So now you the man, he's the woman. Mm, mm, mm. Stuff like that be going on all the time. That's why I be trying to tell fools like, hey man, like don't be doing. That's why I tell dudes, especially men. I tell women that too, but I said especially men. I'm like, don't be over it with that old extremely sensitivity stuff. You know what I'm saying? I said now there's again, we should be crashing out or going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's a valid reason. But I said, but that's the reason why people are reacting to things the way that they are. And when they got sensitive weirdos in there, it was just, no, brother. See, that's why I told Negroes, don't call me brother. And I tell Negroes that do not call me brother, don't call me junior, don't call me man of God, don't call me none of that stuff. I'm not stupid. I know what people mean when they say that stuff. Don't call me those words. I said, call me by my name. I got a first name called Steve. Call me Steve or nothing else. Don't call me brother. Don't shalom me ever again. I don't like y'all shalom me because y'all be weird when y'all do it. Don't do that. Y'all not Jewish, so don't do that. That's a passive aggressive. That's how they do it. Passive aggressives come over here. Well, be in peace, brother. I'm gonna give you a word, shalom. Don't ever shalom me, boy. I'll put that shalom right where you can't see it. You won't see that shalom coming in your face. Shut up, boy. Don't call me shalom. Don't call me junior again. Shut up. Then you wonder why black women don't like you, man. Why black women wouldn't touch you with a 38.5-inch pole. That's why I say, yeah, black women been telling the truth for all them years. Yeah, black women ain't never lied on this. They ain't never lied when it comes to you niggas. Y'all sensitive. That's why I said I'm about to go get with a whole bunch of black women and beat y'all up for fun. I'm about to go beat these dudes up for fun. They always like, well, black women just angry. They always got to fight. Do you know what she always got to fight? Because she got to deal with sensitive dudes like you. Don't be mad because your woman can beat you up. She can beat you up. See, and that's why I said they try again. And then when a black woman, not just necessarily a black woman, but anybody with that type of mindset that had to fight their whole life, they come to me and start talking. They ain't got to fight me. I'm not going back and forth with it. Girl, you this and that, and just well, baby, just calm down. You know what I say? Okay, all right, all right. And guess what? I mean, I'm able to get through to them. Don't matter if she's the most ghetto of the ghetto girl. It don't matter, bro. I told you, I know some ghetto hood chicks. I know some ghetto hood chicks. I can get through to them. Can you? No, you can't. Because the last thing that she needs is a sensitive black man. She needs a real man. And being a real man don't mean you walk around here with muscles and walking around here threatening to beat everybody up. It means that you're understanding. I understand where you're coming from. I'm not a woman, but I understand what you're saying. A real man takes time to sit there and listen and comprehend what they saying. You know what I'm saying? A real man is not online all day bashing women, hollering about how alpha male is and about black women's issue. A real man worry about his issue. Because if we get on your issue, your problem is you a dumb black man like the rest of them. Like you ain't no different from the street nigga. They more man than you. Because at least a street nigga would know if somebody do something to one of these women, he ain't gonna sit there and hey, let's talk it out. He gonna go slide for the girl. He gonna slide for his people. You feel me? A sensitive man's gonna sit there, well, baby, let's talk about it. We call the cops and just are you sure you didn't do that to antagonize him? Are you sure that why would you put yourself in a situation like that? You shouldn't have been down there. See, if you wouldn't have wearing what you was wearing, a sensitive man does stuff like that. That's a sensitive man. A sensitive man goes and blames a woman for getting raped. That's what sensitive men do. Real men don't do that. Yeah, they couldn't even spell empathy, man. They couldn't even spell, man, name a noun or an adjective or comprehension or something. They couldn't span synonym, anonym. Never thought synonym was a cinnamon roll. He didn't know what that is. He thought that what goes in his cereal, man, on top of his sugar toast. He don't know what that is. But he's saying cinnamon. It's like Negro is synonym. Look, I said synonym. Cinnamon. It's Jamaican. It's Weenemon, man. We just gonna say Weenemon. It's like I'm gonna stop talking. 'Cause I'm gonna be a Negro. I said, boy, synonym. Look at me. Don't clip that part to make it go viral, please. Please, they gonna roast me. And after you finally, they kind of making this right. That's why I sound like, bro. That's why I say you ain't got to argue with a woman. You ain't got to. Again, if they start throwing hands, you got to do what you got to do. But I said most of the reason they sit there arguing with you is because they know you soft. Women would do stuff on purpose, man, just to see how strong you are. They would see if they can test you, and if they realize that if you put your foot down, y'all silly. But if they put their foot down, then they realize like, oh, they might not like it, but they respect you. But she realized she can run all over you. She gonna keep doing that stuff. You feel me? That's why we trying to tell you. I said this whole sensitivity wave, man. That stuff ain't cool. That's why I say y'all black women, y'all better be worried these little spiritual weirdo men. Because y'all gonna be the ones that go like, God forbid, but y'all get attacked somewhere and you in trouble. He gonna sit right there just trying to say a prayer while you getting beat. They gonna be like the dudes back in the day where they felt powerless when they was watching people getting lynched and they couldn't do nothing. They gonna sit right there and watch you. And then these black men gonna record y'all. They gonna record y'all getting stomped, getting eaten by a dog or a bird. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna help you because they too sensitive. Do you want a sensitive spiritual weirdo right there to help you and come to your aid? Or you want a real man to come there to your aid to help you? He gonna date a man. That's why I said the minute he do stuff like that, it's gonna turn her off. She ain't even gonna want to date him no more. She's gonna break up with him. Every man knows it's crucial. If you have to fight for your woman, you fight for your woman. Because if you let disrespect slide, she gonna hold that against you. She might not say nothing about it now. She gonna hold it against you. Women, one thing women don't forget, they do not forget, and she gonna hold that against you. At the next argument, she gonna bring it up, and guess what she gonna do? Talk to her friends. Her friends already are mad at me and don't like men, and guess what they gonna do? Tell her to leave you. And in this case, they right. That's one thing I can agree with. They negative friends on. She need to leave him. Buddy can't provide or protect. Buddy can't provide or protect for his woman. You know what I'm saying? That's why they now y'all see why they say, oh, well, divorce is good. Like, no, no, don't try to use the God said against divorce stuff. Like, no, God said protect your wife, and you couldn't do it. So what is she giving her life to you for, man? You can't satisfy her, you can't love her, you can't take care of her, and you definitely can't fight for her. So what is she doing with you? She got all the grounds for divorce, man. You won't do your job as a husband. You won't be the help me, bro. You won't be the provider. So why is she wasting her time with an ox? She got a big old ox in the bed. You feel me? She don't want an oxen. She want a man. Like, come on, man. Like you sitting there, the God Bill was a ox. She in the bed with Bill. She in the bed with Bill. Yeah, he's horny, all right. Yep. He sure is. Because that's all he wants. And then it comes time to his job as a man to step up and protect to protect. Now he's all, well, see. I ain't never seen a married man that don't like confrontation over his wife. A married man that don't like confrontation over his wife, you are a soft man. I hope your wife leaves you. I hope she leaves you. And guess what happens when she do? She coming to people like Steve. She comes to people like Steve. The ultimate force of security, stability, mobility, security, independency, clarity. Like I know all the things that end with a T. I'm all that. Mm. Black man, wise up. I was trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all like, and I know this, man. And that's why I said, whoever I'm with, whatever color they is, I'm gonna do the same thing. But I said, but I noticed, man, like when black women be talking, man, like y'all be right, man. These dudes are stupid. I don't even know how y'all even attracted to some of these black dudes no more. I really don't. I'm surprised some of y'all ain't started dating outside your race a long time ago. Because if you see that the majority of the black men in America is doing this, it's like, how do y'all still like them? I'm not saying the majority of black men are doing it, but I'm saying about the majority that you see, that you've been around are doing that. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, don't be snobby. If you want to find somebody else that's your same color, go overseas. They got black people over here. I'll go to another city, whatever. But you'd be surprised what you would find, man, in another culture, man. Again, you might not like the fact that they might be another culture, but they gonna treat you with respect. I know people like that now would never date outside their race till they found somebody to treat them with respect because they couldn't get people in their own race to respect them. What's up, Nicole? I hate I never catch you live on time. It's all right. We stood there for the first 20 minutes just staring at each other. I was singing oompa doompa doom dee doo. I was singing Mr. Rogers or something. And I wasn't even talking about nothing. But now we on this topic. Just sitting outside, enjoying the live streams. But that's why I said I'm like, man, don't let nobody make you feel bad. I be trying to tell fools like, man, please. They always try to make black women feel bad about something, man. And some of them do need to feel bad because they are the wrong ones. You know what I'm saying? But all black women ain't wrong. Everybody's starting to understand this extremity. That's why I said, see, people are taking it too far. You know what's one of the craziest things I saw recently? With the whole Chud the Builder thing. Most conservative people are coming out saying that Buddy was wrong. Most of them are saying like, bro, he's wrong. Y'all know Megan Kelly, right? Megan Kelly is one of the worst people of all time. Even she came out and said she was like, I do agree he was wrong. He shouldn't have did that. Like it's like far right conservative people that look like they would love to say that stuff all day. Like they would just love to be on dude's side. Most of them are coming out saying like, yeah, Buddy was wrong. He came out too strong. That's I believe he got freedom of speech, but they said with the way he's doing it and the people that he's antagonizing, they was like, that's wrong. Even they notice. That's how you know this is getting too extreme because even far righters are people who you thought will always be for just everything wrong. Even they saying that's wrong. That's crazy. Yeah, something wrong with this YouTube. That's why I say YouTube tripping now. It's whatever. But everybody knows the extremities, man, that people are going to, and so they like, bro, that's wrong. You can't call people that. You can't treat people like that. A lot of them would love to say the word, but they was like, I don't just walk up and say it to people. They was like, because that's not what you do. That's an abuse of freedom of speech. Even they know. Then you got these dudes, man, can't even protect their woman. It's like it's crazy. Even women's gay best friend know he gonna fight for her if something goes on with her. How does a grown straight man don't know this? Like y'all niggas weird. That's why I said I think I know why a lot of girls got gay best friends because gay dudes can fight. Everybody know you ain't gonna mess with him because they know they're gonna get a hate charge, and then on top of it, he can fight. And people don't want, and they know men know if you get knocked out by somebody gay, you gay by default. If you get whipped by somebody gay, you gay by default. We know that, so men ain't gonna chance it because they realize gay dudes got hands. So that's usually why I just thought women was just all flamboyant. I said no, they smart because they know he gonna protect them. That's sad that they gotta rely on their gay best friend before they rely on a straight black man to come protect them. Because most of these dudes gonna sit right there and watch you get stomped. I say, yeah, it's funny. It's funny how these black women ain't lie. That's why I say y'all want it all over the world, man. White men want y'all, everybody wants y'all. That's one woman I know all over the world. Everybody want. Everybody want them somebody dark. I gotta waste y'all time with these fools. He trying to tell you. I said, yep, man. That's how one of my friends was. She was with black dudes that couldn't act right. She got with a white dude. He treated her like a princess. And she said, I tried to give y'all Negroes a chance. Y'all didn't want to be for real. So she said, I went to somebody else. And he treats her right. Sometimes you might just have to go far and abroad just to find your type. You know what I'm saying? Now, as y'all know, most men, we don't really care. We ain't never care about the color thing. You know what I'm saying? I never had that issue. Cause I'm just like, I go wherever. It don't matter to me. I go wherever, anywhere. It don't, I've never seen it like that, but I know women are usually more strict. But don't let the fact that you're more strict on that you want somebody to look like you let you get disrespected. You will never deserve to be called out your name. You hear me? You will never deserve to be cheated on. You'll never deserve to be talked to like that and beat down like that. And phone up a Negro draws. Go make him phone up his own draws. I'm gonna tell you what's an effeminate man making her do his socks. You ironing his clothes, nigga. You gonna iron your own clothes, nigga? What's wrong with you? You go make up your own socks, man. What do you think his socks come through because of sock fairy, man? He don't even know how socks get in the drawer. If y'all left him tomorrow, he wouldn't even know how to wash laundry because he's stupid. You effeminate for making your woman do old 1660 pilgrim work, like them pilgrim women back then. Got cook, clean, watch these crazy kids, and then bend over when you want something, and that's it. It's more than bringing home a check, stupid. It's not being a man. Because they can go and bring a check home too. What does that make them the man too? Yeah, it do. Because you know why they don't want y'all to have jobs and have money? Because he already threatened that you're going to take that money and leave him. You know how niggas think. You're going to take that money and leave because they know black women make more than them. They know black women going to get more money than them. That's what they do. And that's why they start acting like it and want to take y'all finances and know it's our account. But notice it's his account when he says it. You can't have it somewhere. You got to ask him before you go spend stuff. It's always our account until you go do something with your side of the money. Where you going? Now he looking at the credit statements and stuff. Now he looking for stuff. And I guarantee you go look at his stuff. He got an offshore account where he buying OnlyFans, buying all type of stuff. But he looking at what you doing because he know his black wife gonna make more money than him. Who would be take a lead by definition, Scoobs? Who would be the man then? Yep. Yeah, she making $5.17 more than you. Yep. And now you thought you had that girl. You better shut up money. Like, no, you better shut up money. She got that type of money. You better watch your type of tone when you talk to me type money. That's what she's saying. What's up, Texas? Let me just go ahead. Yeah, because like I said, I never thought I would have the greatest black allies. Because I told you for years, man. Again, we've had this story, especially living in Louisville, because I mean, it is kind of true. A lot of black women there is kind of weird. Everybody there weird, a little weird. But I said, no, 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 no. We're not gonna pretend like we like no. And I said, guess who told us that? Dumb black men. And now it's coming out that most people are learning stuff from dumb men, whether it be dumb white men or dumb black men. It's always some dumb man that's saying something that they don't know what they're talking about. So yeah, black women good for nothing. I said, well, then why is all of them owning the business, dude? Why they all have stuff? And nigga got the nerve to talk about somebody nails and stuff. Oh, they get these old stupid nails and they got weave. I'm like, yeah, she got weave in a six-figure business. What's the problem? What is the problem? She's still winning. I don't understand what the issue is. I hate those ridiculous long nails, but if she got a six-figure income, she still got a six-figure income. So what's the problem? You ain't talking about some local bum. You talking about a businesswoman here. They wear fake lashes. What does that matter to you? You know, I'm getting tired every time black women do something. Man. Somebody always say something. I ain't even know. I ain't no white knight. I ain't no black knight. I don't do that type of stuff. You feel me? I'm fair. You know what I'm saying? I got tired when white people speaking on black people all the time, and then Negroes speaking on white people ain't doing nothing to them. I don't like that stuff. You feel me? But I said, I notice every time something go on black women, you always got these dumb niggas in the comments, just like they so mad about stuff. Buddy's beard don't even his patchy beard don't even connect to his mustache. When he talking about she ugly and she fake, how you gonna talk about somebody though? And that's why girls be in the comments ripping them because it's like, bro, I know you ain't want to talk. You just mad to see a successful black woman who don't need you. Like she got a nice big platform where she's doing good on that don't need you. And that's why I said that's what I think of when I hear feminine men, sensitive men who's competing with black women now. Is that what we doing? Because you know niggas can't compete with other niggas no more. So now they got to go compete with black women. They was a lame all their life, and so now they got to go beat up on the one thing that they bigger than. So now they in the comments compete with black women. You know you an effeminate man when you compete with a black woman. You stupid. That's a whole nother class. That's a whole nother gender. Stupid. Why you compete with them? Have you lost that bad in life? Yeah, I know why you competing with black women now because that other black dude that got a nice frame and physique and gets the women in a nice six-figure salary that he's getting. Yeah, you can't compete with that. So they're gonna beat up on some poor helpless black woman or what they think is a poor helpless black woman, and that's why she's still better than you. I really believe black women, man, can be used by God more than a lot of these black men. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. I think that's why God used women so much, man. Because some of these dudes be like mad dumb, like for real. Can't use a person with an ego complex, man. Right over talking about some stupid stuff, man. I said, yeah, ain't no more effeminate man trying to compete with a woman of any not gender, but any ethnicity. That's why I said I'm starting to think now. I told you, do you know when you say effeminate man, you don't think about white men, you don't think about that. You don't think about Hispanic men, you don't think about Asian men, you think about black men now because now black men are becoming the face of the feminine stuff. Now they don't turn into keyboard warriors, man. They stop being sliders and being riders, and now they and being providers. You know what I'm saying? And now they in the comments texting and talking. You know what I'm saying? Trying to add everybody back. Like that's crazy. And I said, now they are becoming the face of what that is. I done seen black dudes in the comments talking about, nah, see, black women go to white men. Why do you care? You've had your chance. You didn't want to act right. So why you mad because they go to the other side, dummy? So now you offended with that stuff too. And then you realize why he don't like white men because he's inferior to them too. He can't compete with them. He ain't got a credit score like theirs. He ain't got no business. That's those are those 12 years of slave type niggas. The one that be like, well, no, it's because white people had a 400 head start. Like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with that with you. Not with you. You are just bad with finances. You make terrible financial decisions, which is why you ain't got nothing in life. So it's easy to blame a white man and then blame black women now because now they the new scapegoat. Yeah, I think I know why a lot of black women feel comfortable around me. I ain't never had no issue with them. They ain't never gave it the issue to me. I know hood rats. I know girls that's ghetto. That's all I do is they have never been like that to me. I don't know why it's just with y'all. I don't know why it's just with y'all. Shoot, I could take a hood rat, make it to a queen. I've done that with every woman I've ever talked to. Shoot, and they'll tell you. I made it some of my mission to turn them into queens. They girls got a problem. They want these girls to be all like, oh my gosh, Brittany type white. Like every girl ain't white, nigga. Every girl ain't over the top, just oh my gosh, OMG dramatic. Every girl don't do that. We don't want a woman with no crazy attitude, but you gotta have a woman that you know that ain't soft, that's with it. You feel me? Why wouldn't you want somebody that's kind of got a little sassiness to him? That's kind of sexy. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? I said, you know why? Because you an effeminate man. Because you want to do the sassing. Yeah, you put two and two together, women. It ain't hard to figure out stuff. Don't think men are just saying this now because that's truth too. Like, no, they saying it now because that's their way of getting at y'all. Y'all are everything they want to be. You wanna know why they talk about your weaving nails so much? Because they want to wear weaving nails. Is it any wonder why niggas are coming out on the down low now? Do you know? Do you understand now why they coming on the down? Because they want to be y'all. That's why they down in y'all because they on the down low. He wish he looked hot in nails and stuff. He wishes he had that same type look. He wish he can wear your tube tops and wear fake lashes like you. He wants to be pretty too. Have y'all put two and two together and seen this? I can't be the only one that notices this. That's why he want to be a man of God because he's trying to affirm his manhood. Because everything else he tried to do as a man, he failed at, so he think he a woman. Buddy is 2 steps away from being transgender because he can't do nothing right as a man. A bunch of transgender black men was the dudes that didn't like y'all. They the ones trying to war with y'all. That's why they want to beat y'all up there because they never liked y'all. He couldn't cut it as a man, so he got to try to cut it as one of y'all. That's why they think they better than women than you because they already don't like y'all. Yeah, that's what being an effeminate man is. That's exactly what being an effeminate man is. So before a nigga, I want to talk about somebody with some earrings and a man with some braids or long hair or something, some dreadlocks, or a nigga with a nose ring or something, or a nigga with a diamond grill or something. Like, boy, ain't nobody more effeminate than the man that's looking at somebody doing those things. Femininity, boy. The thing that women used to have that was crucial and classified as a thing for them. That's why I said, now y'all women can't have no more safe spaces. Y'all notice that y'all can't have your bathrooms to yourself. You can't have your own ministries to yourself. You can't have your businesses to yourself. You can't have your friends to yourself. All your friends got to be his friends. Everybody you know, he got to know. He got to go through your phone, but you can't go through his. You know what I'm saying? He on your social media. Everything that you do, you got to run through with him. Your money got to be his money. You can't have nothing now. And now you used to be able to cry. Now you can't cry because he crying. You can't be the victim no more because now he's a victim. Y'all can't have nothing to yourself. Because some dumb, ignorant, want to be one of us black man can't do nothing right. Y'all make us look bad as a society, man. Y'all make our race look bad. That's why when I say black man, I like to specify what type of black man I am because I don't want to be considered like one of them. Makes us look stupid. That's why I hate the fact that black men is being associated with this stuff that's going on nowadays because it makes us look bad, dude. Mm, food smell good. Mm. I keep proving it time and time again, boy. The boys be in my comments, man. Sensitive black men. Sensitive black men. I'm yet to find a sensitive white man do this, bro. I'm yet to find one. I wonder why that is, boy. I can't find a Sri Lankan yet that's doing this. And now y'all want me to see my dudes got to go watch Andrew Tate all day, every day. They got to go watch Sneeko or some other man all day, every day. They got to watch Donald Trump all day, and then they substitute that for Pastor Darby when they get a chance because they don't know nothing else, man. They got to always watch a dude all day. You always need motivation from a man because you don't know how to just be a man, dude. I'm not saying necessarily watching those people are wrong. It's not wrong to watch them, but I said, but the fact that you don't know nothing for yourself and you need them to tell you how to think and how to feel, that's soft. That is called being effeminate. It's want another man to make decisions for you. That's effeminate. That's why you always notice, man, the best people that God always take is usually the murderers, man. Usually the street dudes. Usually the thugs, man. The ones that's the criminals. Because the criminals learn you can't be feminine. You got to be hard up, man. Even though they kind of be a little feminine in some ways, but they hard up still. That's why God was able to use Daddy, man, because Daddy wasn't soft, man. He wasn't no effeminate man. God was able to use Paul, man, because Paul was a murderer. He wasn't soft. He used everybody that was crazy, man, because again, they was not soft people. When these little soft dudes claiming to be black men, man, like it makes us look bad, dude. They ain't gonna protect women, man. They ain't gonna protect no women at all. Y'all still hear me? Mm. Sure. Thought I froze up for a minute. Now y'all see why I tell y'all, man, with these live streams, man, go take what I'm saying and go clip them, man. Go clip them. Screen record them. Send them to the chat that I made for these. Because like I said, this is motivation that I'm putting out there. I'm doing this on like little YouTube shorts and like TikToks and other platforms and channels and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this will reach a real man somewhere, man. You feel me? Like I said, I ain't the best man, but I'm a real man. I'm too busy focused on what I'm doing. I couldn't tell you what the next man do. I could not tell you what LeBron is doing. I don't watch LeBron all day. You know what I'm saying? As much as you got these little weird conservative niggas, they don't like LeBron because he's very political. And say, "Now y'all just listen." I'm like, bro, I don't listen to LeBron. I don't listen to Donald Trump either. Yeah, he ain't no better. I don't listen to no one of them niggas, man. They both dumb. If you be honest, they both say some stupid stuff. One is for one side, one for the other side. You know what I'm saying? But all of y'all go off of what they said. I don't got to repost what LeBron said. I know what I said, man. I know how I feel about stuff, so I'm gonna vent my own opinion. You feel me? Oh, sensitive idiots, man, and people comments want to be deep, want a word. Yeah, I bet you do want a word. You know why? Because you effeminate. You don't know nothing else. Why not just do the word that you was preached? Why you want another word? Because you effeminate. You need to be told something. So for any women that just got out of a bad relationship, that is getting out of a bad relationship, or is recently divorced or whatever, or going through one, or you have issues with men, I'm gonna tell y'all the keys to the game. So you ain't gotta deal with another dumb nigga. That's why I see the stuff I'm telling y'all, a lot of dudes don't like me saying that. Just like a lot of women don't like a lot of other women giving out the game of how women act, which is very obvious how y'all act. It's not hard to know that. But I said, but a lot of men don't want you to tell you. They don't want you to tell their manipulation tactics because that's how they get y'all. Don't go for no sensitive man. Anybody trying to manipulate you, intimidate you. If Buddy can't come full forth like a real man, don't talk to him. If he's on that weird spiritual stuff, don't talk to him because again, that's a weirdo. Look at how I operate, and then look for somebody like that. See, Steve will never give you a hard time. Steve will never do that to you. I never act like that towards you. Because again, I'm a man. I don't got time for that. You feel me? I ain't gonna beat you down with my words with the word or any type of word. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna manipulate you to get what I want. If I want something, I'm gonna be straight up forward and honest and just get it. You feel me? And if you say no, then I have to accept the fact that you said no. If there's something we need to talk about, we discuss it. I'm not running to mama. I'm not running to my peoples, to my friends, my family, church, and nobody. That's between us. And most certainly, I will not be talking about other men in front of you or around you or at all when I'm with you. See, Steve will never go through your phone because I don't need to. I'm not that type of nigga. And that's so stupid that people even do that. I never go through your social media. I'm not hiring PIs to go follow you around. I'm not doing that. I do not have time for that. I have a life. Whatever you do is on you. I'm not that insecure to worry about what you're doing on me. Because guess what happens when people do this stuff? And then they go digging. And then guess what happens when they don't find nothing? Then they paranoid. Well, what if I just didn't find nothing this time? What if they just didn't do it today? What they just getting better? They know I'm on to them. They're gonna keep doing this all day. Then you end up paranoid, man. Then you freaking schizophrenic, man. That ruins your life. Like I'm not doing that. You get more peace when I if I can't trust you, or if I don't like you no more, I just cut it off. Like, hey man, I don't like you no more because I don't want to have to go through this. It's easier to just sever this stuff, man. Keep on trying to hire PIs, man, and trying to catch you slipping up and make fake accounts and hiring people to go do so. Like, no, man, I'm not doing that. That's just too extreme, way too extreme. Tell no woman, not acceptable for a man in a relationship. Yep. That's why they wanted to come over here and get a feel good word from Steve. Nigga, bro, you ain't get no feel good word. You are not a good person. Nobody like you or your type. Nobody likes y'all. 'Cause I hate the fact that black men, that me being a black man is associated with them type of black men. Like that's embarrassing. It makes black men look stupid. Like we all a bunch of apes. I'm like, you are. I'm not. I don't do that. I don't treat people like that. I don't treat women like that. I don't do that type of stuff, man. I want somebody with some quality class, man. That's why I say, give me some real brothers, man. That's why I said I want to start doing prison ministry, man. Get some real brothers. Because you get these old sensitive weirdos, man, that want to be in church all day and they too sensitive to talk about anything and do anything real. They wouldn't step foot in the prison ministry, man. They be scared to go over, scared they're gonna get assaulted, scared somebody gonna take their back door. You feel me? They gonna become somebody's property in there because they scared. That's why they want to do the word online because they know ain't no consequences for saying what they said. Can't stand them all type people, man. Just sensitive, all soft all the time. I don't like people like that. They starting to see black man. That's becoming the number one association when you say our name. That's what people are thinking about. It's something about a black man that's so soft. He's punchable. It's like, dude, I could punch you, man. I can't stand them type, dude. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all see him. Just the old sensitive weirdos. Like, well, just I just like, bro, I could just straight up knock you out. I can't stand sensitive men. Daddy couldn't stand weak men. I know why, man. I can't stand them. Just so soft. I said, you gonna fail to do anything that's possible, man, when it's time. And then when it's time to go to war, they gonna put you on the front lines. You're gonna sit there, I don't know what to do. You know what you're gonna be? What they call you, the crash dummy. They're gonna use you as Operation Human Shield because you're too stupid to do anything. They're gonna put you on the front line so you get rid of bullets a bunch of times while everybody else get away. You sensitive, man. That's why I say you need to start bringing back the military, man. Making Negroes go to drill school, man. You feel me? Because again, they stupid. They too soft, man. Nigga couldn't run them out. You let women outrun you. No, why they too sensitive, man? All in their feelings about everything, man. Talk about it hurts when it runs. I bet it do, fat boy. I bet it does hurt. And women outdo you, boy. You know, women usually say it hurts when they run because, like I said, women have breasts, man. They say that stuff hurts. It hurts when they have to. That's why they usually have to time down when they run. I said, boy, you shouldn't have breasts. You a man. You sitting there running, flopping your double D's all over the place, man. You look stupid. Dude was trying to be in some girl DM, man, talking about girl. That's why you fat. And he's fat. He's fatter than her. Buddy's beard couldn't even connect to his mustache. He's sitting there talking. Yeah, one of them like thin line like beards. I'm like, bro, you look like you just taped that on like that's duct tape. Like he got electrical tape right there, dog. You feel me? And he was trying to call her fat. I said, boy, if that ain't the cow, calling the bull a cow. Like, Negro, it's a cow, a bull a cow. Like, what does that mean? I don't even know. Did you do the math? I said, boy, with your big old long extra large, boy, they have the boy. You gotta go to Home Depot and buy a tarp, man, for your covers on your bed. I know you ain't trying to talk. That's a whole car tarp. Making your pant. The same people that manufacture barbecue grills covers is making your jeans. I know you are not trying to talk. Oh, parachute pants having. Hold on. He said, dude was all up in her comments. He said, that's why you big and you fat and you think you sexy on here. And I said, well, the girl was on her. She was actually trying to lose weight. So people are documenting their journey. So of course they're gonna be big on her. Of course they're gonna say that. But they got jokes, and the girls got jokes. And she was making me cry, bro. She had so much funny jokes. And he just got ripped in front of 100,000 people. See, and then they tag him, and guess what happened? Then they go deactivate their account because everybody go over and mess with him. See, that's why I said leave people alone, dude. They just be mad. That's why I said, like, bro, these black women be over here minding their business. They don't even be bothering nobody. And Negroes be in their comments like, why do you man? But they always talking to black women doing it. I said, but you doing it too. And I said, nah, he sees something that he like, something that he can't have, I can't touch. That's what he want. That's his way of getting back at you. That's sad, man. Dudes is competing with the women now. I can't tell you the last black woman I competed with because I never competed with black women. Never. Don't have to. I can't tell you the last black man I competed with because I don't compete with black men. I don't compete with nobody. That's why you got dudes, man. That was girls I knew, man, years before a nigga even started dating a nigga. Nigga won't get all funny when I come around. Oh, he doesn't like guy friends. So he can say it to my face. Why ain't I ever had nobody say it to my face? I'm standing right here. I was just hanging with the other day, brother. You got a problem with me doing that? Say something. See, he like that. He's like that until he gets to know me. I said, boy, if I wanted your girl, I'd have had her 3 years before you had her. Boy, I knew her for 5 years total. You just came in the picture. And then he realized, like, yeah, Steve ain't that type of dude. And then they realized, like, see, you definitely don't do that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He can't trust no other dudes around it. He trusts me around it. You know why? Because again, they know I ain't like it. Trying to act all insecure, man. Like, boy, please. If I wanted your girl, she would have been mine 5 years before. You know what I'm saying? It's always them type of fools, man. Like, you just those sensitive men. I'm worried it's gonna take you from me. I'd have took it 5 years before you was even in the picture. Like, you see what I'm saying? Why am I gonna magically have the audacity? Now I like you. Man, boy, please. Look her little mini duct tape beard. Like you should worry about connecting this to that. You connect that. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Trying to play PI mode. Well, you certainly don't have a detective mustache to do it because you can't connect that. I always notice these non-facial hair type Negroes, man. They always get this little femininity over them, bro. That's what happened when your facial hair don't grow past 2 inches. Yeah. You mad because your girl got a piece for us thicker than yours, boy. She got a morning voice that's deeper than yours on a daily. Then you ain't trying to tell her. So you definitely your dad. How could you tell? Yep. That's how daddy talk. That's why I said daddy had hot ones, man. He had good jokes. We all got jokes, man. That's how we told. Daddy couldn't stand effeminate men, man. I don't know why. Mama would always tell me, she said, your father couldn't stand weak men. I said, I know he couldn't. You know, a bunch of weak men now, they sitting there, well, actually, dude, like, you know what, daddy? Because daddy from the street. So he said when somebody was weak, that was a chance for them. They see you as food. Like, bro, they sharks out there. This is a wild west. It ain't no different when you come to Christ. He was like, bro, weak man always gonna get got. And that's why a weak brother would come to church and daddy would look them square in their face. He would put his finger in your chest. And what nothing you can do about it, he would do that. He would poke you. You know what I'm saying? That hurt. But that's how he would do. He would poke you. And you would have like this little, you kind of like fly back. Like, it ain't the Holy Spirit, bro. It's just your heart skipping a beat because he'll poke you the whole, you feel me? And he would do that to me. He'd be like, hey, brother, let me tell you something, dude. He'd get in your face and stuff, and they just sit there, like sitting there scared. Now they like the little nutcracker soldiers with their hands to their sides, just sitting there scared. Now you scared. It's so easy to punk them type dudes out because again, they ain't gonna do nothing. As I've been listening to all of them, those sermons, he was calling them out. Yeah, exactly. Just so you know. So now I don't sound no different. You know what I'm saying? You know who can't seem to see that? The weak men that didn't watch them sermons of him. Then they won't come over with, bro, you talk too hard. You know you an effeminate man when you say that to another man. That sound like that old weird nigga on the Bible. I knew that I was a hard man, and so I took your $1 million and buried it somewhere. Like I wish, boy, if I gave somebody, if I'm a millionaire and gave somebody to handle my crypto for me, and they said, "Well, Steve, I knew you was a hard man, so I took your crypto and bought a yacht somewhere." I said, "Boy, I'm a." You know they can't trace Bitcoin, boy. I'm a hire an assassin. Negro, I'm gonna get on the mercenary.com. Like, hey man, I pay you 500 million Bitcoin. They can't trace it to me. Just get rid of them. Find out what happened. First interrogate him and then find out what happened to the rest of my money. I don't have it. I know why, because the dude that dude was talking, he was a sensitive man. I knew you was a hard man, so I took your money. Like, bro, what? Well, I didn't want to upset you. Nigga was talking about the way you talk, bro. It's just too hard. Oh my God. But they got the nerve to talk about Pastor Dar, but boy, you would not last 5 minutes under dead. You would not last 5 minutes. See, I'm used to this because this is how we got talked to growing up. So whenever daddy talked like that, we was like, he's just tripping. It's just how he talk. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was coming to church scared. What was grown 40, 45-year-old man sitting there scared, heart pounding. They was like, bro, I started pounding. My heart started beating when your daddy came up. I was like, oh my gosh, man, soft. I looked at Joe. I was like, bro, they are so soft, man. Daddy would do it all the time. I would just be like, here comes. I was like, Daddy about to yell. He about to start yelling. And then he started yelling. And then guess what we do? When Daddy started yelling, I'd be like, we would do that. Like he was just start talking. We was just like we would throw our hands up. Look, but Daddy, we ain't do this. He said, well, I told you, son. He said, I told you. And I'd be like, so he just walk away like, all right, Daddy. All right. You know what I'm saying? All right, we'll do it. But it wasn't even that. Like it was just like, I mean, it was just, we just thought that's just how he talked. Like it's just Daddy just talking. You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't even say he's just talking sometimes. Negro men be ready to cry, man. Now they don't want to come back to church because he hurt their feelings. Soft, soft, man. And so guess what? That's why Daddy started putting a lot of black women over stuff because he said the dudes can't listen. He says, so I'm gonna put a woman over y'all to make y'all understand what humility is. He said, since y'all won't listen to me directly, he said, I'm gonna go make y'all listen to me directly and then send somebody, which is one of the women directly, to tell you what I said so you listen to them too. He said, since you don't want to act right. I said, oh, genius. Genius move. I said, yep. Because you know why? Because the women can listen. They ain't dumb. He wasn't on fight about everything. That's why Daddy had told me. He had told me one time, man. He said, "Dude, do you know why I'm like this on you?" He told me and Joe. He said, "Boy, I'm raising men. You hear me?" He said, "I'm raising men, not little boys." He said, son, them brothers at church." He had called him out. He said, "Them brothers at church, man." He said, "They soft." He said, "I don't want y'all being like them." He said, "They soft, ready to cry when I tell them something." He said, "I want y'all to be men, dude." Again, he's just a hard man. He's just talking. You know, Daddy running mouth. He's just talking. But then as I got older, I realized, like, bro, he was absolutely right about everything. Because then you see the men nowadays, well, bro, we can't say that, brother. We're out there. It's the old we're out there type talking Negroes. These are the house niggas. These are the like, bro. These are the type, like, dude. These are the ones, bro. I'm telling you, these are the ones that are ratchet out during slavery. These are the ones that Harriet Tubman had to shoot when they was trying to escape. And it's always the house nigga. Nah, girl, we knows we can't go. I'm in for a mass of them. Like, you gotta kill them now. Soft. Those are the ones that ain't gonna protect black women. Those are the ones that ain't gonna protect themselves. You could. pretty much rob them. Yeah, it wouldn't even be considered robbery because they all we can't be violent. We can't be okay. You can literally rob them, and it wouldn't be considered robbery because he gave it to me. He just let me take it off of him. So technically, he let me have it. Stupid. Well, they got an excuse for everything. Oh, sensitive, soft weirdos. Buddy's the type of they be the type of men that come out and sniff the flowers. Sniff the flowers. Buddy's the type of dude when they take group selfies, he's like, okay, guys, now a silly one. Like, what? But you a black dude. You don't say that. You feel me? He's the type of dude that watch the news and tells everybody you're gonna want to see this. He's the type you're gonna want to see this. He says all white men saying and he's a black dude. He leave his keys on the shelf, come back, not getting very far without these. Like, take his card, please. Take his card. He's not one of us. He sees one of the homies in the store. I guess they just let anybody in here. Like, boy, you turn into a white man after you drink that matcha. Look at you. Stupid. Dude, I remember somebody mixed up a matcha for me. I ain't never drunk one of those. Boy, I started acting proper, talking proper nouns and adjectives and stuff. I said, yeah, man, it's got a hint of strawberry mixed with banana. I said, bro, that was gay that you even explained what was in the drink. That was weird. I said, bro, why did you explain the flavors? Because I did it too. I said, bro, you ever do that again? I said, I'm gonna go to the local and tell them to DP me. Don't ever do that again. That was weird. I said, boy, if you was part of Rolling 20, if you was part of Inglewood Family Bloods, they'll DP you for that. They'll DP you for that. Oh my gosh, man. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, man, it's not so bad. I said, wait, why did you say that? I said, why did you say that? Those type of dudes, man. Are you from Inglewood? I just happen to be talking. Now, I don't know Inglewood family. Shout out to Inglewood family, though, man. I had somebody here before, man. They was from Inglewood. They was telling me how rough it was over there. Now, if I go to Inglewood, I'm gonna have to say I know you could, because I don't know nobody over here. So I want them pressing me, be like, "What you doing over here?" I say, "Yeah, I know my people's from the chat." What people from the chat? I say, "Yes." I think I'm gonna say your name. They be like, "We don't know that nigga. I don't know him." I said, "He said I'm good over here. We don't know him." I'm gonna do that. Everybody his Chris moment when they told him like, "We don't know Fat Tone." He said, "Oh man," he took off running. Listen, I know how y'all get down over. I ain't trying to get DP to get my pockets red. Like those type of nigga, you see him across the street, you start walking a little fast. Like, I don't say I get on. I see them cross the street on my cell phone. I got a phone call. Oh, not that far from Friday House. Yeah, I seen that in real life. That was crazy. What's happening? What's up, y'all? I said, let me come to Inglewood family. Like I said, I ain't trying to like my favorite color red, so I ain't trying to come over and they thinking I'm power rooting him or I ain't trying to run on Crip territory or whatever. I feel like I go out there, boy. Even the Mexicans go out there and mess with you. Hey, Holmes, what side you represent? SA, what side you on, Holmes? This is Gardena 13 territory, Holmes. What you doing here, man? Hey, no me gusta de negros. You go back with the blacks. Don't come over here with us Mexicans, cuz. Mm. I was like, well, the black people told me I couldn't let it. So you thought you could come over here with us? you thought you was one of us? Mm. Yeah, be careful, Mexicans will bang on you too. Yeah, F-13. I know about F-13. Yep. I know all about them. I know them and what was it? East Coast Crips had a big old war. Had a big old war. I think they got a truce if it's still a thing. But they are not sweet, boy. I heard you, but they are not sweet. I thought like usually when black people, when it come to other people, we kind of like we ease up a little bit because I know we hate us more than everybody else. But nah, nah, they put that war with the Mexicans on, but they was war. Phew. I heard that one year they said it was a war, man. They kicked it off. Allegedly, they said the F-13 was it. I don't know if it was It might have been F-13 with somebody. I can't remember. But one of their leaders got locked up. They was all cool with each other, blacks and Mexicans back then. But allegedly, they said the Crips had robbed them out of some dope. But then it said they was like, but allegedly it was the Hispanics that dressed up as black people to act like they robbed them so they can start a war. So one of the shot callers of the Spanish gang called for a war. It was bloodshed that whole year. They said, bro, within 1 year, they said it was like 40 something deaths. They said out of the 40 something people that died, they said nine was black. They said 33 was Mexican. I said, what? I said, yo, I said 33. I said, "Them niggas got to work." I said, "Yo, that made me more scared." I said, "Bro, they got to work." I said, "If they ain't ease up on the Mexicans, they ain't gonna ease up on you. They not care." Y'all heard about that 100 days? Was it the 100 days, 100 nights challenge? Or is that the same one? That's a different one. So I said, you gotta watch your back, man. I ain't trying to go out there to California and get robbed by Lefty Gunplay. Like, shoot, get robbed by Whack 100 and these people. Just LA is so big, man. So many different spots. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, bro, give me some real people like that. Like, that's why I be trying to reach people like that, man. Inglewood family, man. Give me some rolling 60s, man. Give me some gang members. Cause gang members ain't soft like that. Like, give me some real people, man. These people that be all sensitive, man. I can't stand that. Like, they just so soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need people that ain't scared to go press you. You know what I'm saying? I need people like that. Uh, yeah. Oh, game did? Okay. What's up? I said, bro, give me the four extras, man. I need four extras in my crew. Hey, bro. Hey, four. I like, dude. He's crazy. Four extra, man. That's one of the guys I wouldn't try, man. Four extra. I would actually be scared of him in real life because he actually look like he's with it. He's really with it too. Huh. I said, give me a couple of four extras in the crew, man. Somebody that's like real, they can sit down and listen to what you're saying. Because these old sensitive weird dudes that claim they black dudes, but they like sensitive, like they be soft, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are the black dudes that wear like sweaters and stuff. Like he wear like knitted sweaters. I was like, oh my gosh, man, he's so soft. You feel me? He's like, well, we can't talk like that. We shouldn't say that. I'm like, yeah, he's one of those. If y'all see one of them over in Inglewood, man, if y'all see one of them sensitive black dudes, rob him for me. Rob him for me. Take his stuff. It might not be much, but he might be wearing Reeboks. Y'all don't want no Reeboks. Just take it anyways. It don't matter. I said, man, that's why I said, I'm coming out there to LA, man. I'm coming back out that way. I was last out there. We had a church conference out there in 2017. I don't know if you knew about us at the time, but we was out there in 2017. Uh, we was more like El Segundo, so I don't really know if that's considered like LA area, but it was kind of like outside of LA, around that. I think it's about like near LAX or something. But you know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, bro, give me some gang. I know gang members, man. That's why I said I can actually talk to them. Like, I can't identify with them because, like I said, I'm not from the streets. We always lived there, but we was never like part of it. That's why Daddy was able to identify with a lot of gang members because he was one at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a gang member, so I can't. Even though I could talk to them, I can't come from where they coming from because I never banged nothing. Like I almost did. You know what I'm saying? Like going to school, I remember that. Hold on. It's I found y'all in 2020. I was mad. I wanted y'all. Yeah, man. It was yeah, we was there until that was 3 years after the fact, so 3 years before. Um, yes, by LAX. Yeah, that's where we was. But we was really all over. I think we was all over LA. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't try to go everywhere, man. Because you can't just go everywhere. LA's hood look nice. Like it's like palm trees and clean streets. Where we from, it's the hood. It's the trenches. So we was just walking around that night. It was a place we weren't supposed to be walking at night. And they said, "Why y'all walking down the street?" I said, "Well, because I said in and out's up the street, bro. Like it's white people outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's white people outside. It's safe." They said, "Nah, you can't be walking on the street, dude. It ain't safe." They said, "What color was you wearing?" I said, "White." They said, "Okay, good." I said, "Why?" They was like, "This ain't a good area." I said, "Bro, I usually wear red." So I would have been walking on somewhere I was supposed to be at. They gonna ride up on me, "Hey, Combs, you're a Norteño." Boy, I'm black. I'm a Norteño, cuz I ain't even one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Norteños wear red and Serenos wear blue. Those are pretty much like the Mexican blood crip. But yeah, probably. I don't even know, man. It was almost 10 years ago, so I don't even remember. Like all I remember was it was cool. It was a long drive to get there, you know what I'm saying? But as I was saying, I said I'm not a gang member, so you know what I'm saying? I can't talk to them coming from where they from, you know what I'm saying? Like I can still do prison ministry and still reach them, you know what I'm saying? Like they got mad respect for because I respect them. I don't diss their gangs. I'm not down on them, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand, like, bro, that's part of a society that they with. I'm not necessarily even against the gangs. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not against that, bro. Because again, gangs at one point was formed to protect us from white people, protect us from the government, the police, and all them federals and stuff. Like that's what it was for. You know what I'm saying? We had the Black Panthers at first, and then the Black Panthers broke off to like different groups. You know what I'm saying? In Chicago, they had like the Black P Stones. That was also they had the Vice Lord Nation, the Gangster Disciples. LA, they had the Crips. You know what I'm saying? Like they had those were actually factions that helped during that time. And of course, the movement got perverted and it became what it is now. But I said, but I'm not against that, man. I do think that we need a lot of Crips and Bloods to stand for something, man. A lot of GDs and BDs to stand for something. Those are our warriors. Those are our not sensitive dudes that we need. You feel me? So if the United States hits the ceiling fan, man, that then they gonna run around hanging black people and killing us again. I said that's where we come in with the GDs and like, okay, well, we got the Inglewood family now. We got them on our side. You feel me? I don't think the gangs are a bad thing. I just think the way they represent it is bad. You know what I mean? But I said it coming from a gangster standpoint, I can't talk to them in that way because I don't know what it's like to run a street like it. You know what I'm saying? Daddy did, so that's why he can reach him. You know what I mean? As I said, I was always around gang members. I hung around gang members. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not one of them. You feel me? I went to school with them. I fought them, but I was never one of them. You know what I mean? So I mean, you know, everybody think they one of them. Like everybody think they affiliated because they hang with them. You know what I'm saying? So I was around a bunch of bloods. So I thought I was a blood because I was affiliated with bloods and went to school. You know what I'm saying? My favorite color was red. I didn't even know my peoples was bloods. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that that was just my thing. And I'm like, bro, you ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like you just hang with them, you fight with them and whatever. But I'm like, you ain't one of them. But I said, but I still have a respect for 'em. I'm never going down them, I diss them because it ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm like, bro, you can still be part of that as long as you do something for the people. You know what I'm saying? But I said, but when they don't do nothing for the people, that's when I have an issue. You know, but they need to check these teams. Yeah, these little YNs nowadays is just I don't know what's up with them, man. Especially in LA, man. I feel like they press everything over there. I'm talking about it's like you, bro, you can't go on no streets. It's either Chicago or LA. You can't go on no streets, bro. Everybody affiliated. I done seen LA, they got it over here. They got the blood, they got the Hoovers. And then they got the brims, and they got the Playboy 13s, and they got like it's so many of 'em. Like, bro, you can't step foot nowhere, man. Like, it's not safe. That's why a lot of them be trying to get out of there, man, because it's just like it's crazy. They fly orange over there, they fly red, they fly blue. And then Crips be fighting Crips, and then Bloods fighting Blood. Everybody fighting each other now. So it's like, bro, you just can't win. I said, dang, man, we fighting everybody but the enemy. That's crazy though. Like, hey, Trey Hoovers. Hey, they got a rap over there. I can't remember who it was. It ain't Jat 5. I know Jat 5 and Treyway. Drat 5 Treyway and man, what's his name? It's another guy. I don't think they from A Trey. I forgot where they from. Hey, Jat 5, I wouldn't fight him either. That's a big dude. That's a big dude, bro. He's a big dude, man. That's a big dude. Like, um, but yeah, but that's why I said they be real, man. That's why I said I like them because they not soft, man. Like they just misplacing they anger and they frustration. But I said honestly, man, like if they direct that towards the right way, they righteous. They can be righteous. You feel me? That's why Daddy would always preach. He was like, I was a former gangster. He said, but just because I'm saved don't make me soft. He said, I'm still real. He said, I'm still with it if I need to get with it. He said, because people think that you soft gonna try you. He's like, no, we like it for real. And most of the brothers that went to our church was former gang members, man. They was former affiliated. You know what I'm saying? We had some brothers from Chicago that was gang members. Some brothers that was from the same hood as him that was gang members. You know what I'm saying? They all ran the streets together. So they saved, but if it ever got crazy where somebody thought they was gonna come here and do something, then you know, it was up. It was up, you know what I'm saying? And that feel good to be around real brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the women felt safe because they was around real brothers that would take it there if they had to. If they ever somebody try to come in there and run up on them or try to come here and do something to somebody's kids or wife, like they was with it. They wasn't all saved and just like, baby, let's call the cops. Boy, they was ready to throw down, man. They was ready to throw down. So that's how I go. And that's why I said they didn't care who you was, what gang you was from. He would talk to you like that. I done seen Daddy square up people that's bigger than him. And they still sat right there and listened. Yo, there was a brother. We had a brother that man. He was like 6 foot something, and Daddy would look up and talk to him, and brother was still sitting there, just standing there. I said, "Bro, you taller than him." Still scared. Still scared. But that's why I say he had that type of gift, man, that type of grace to do that. I don't. I'm not trying to talk crazy to everybody. I just talk crazy to the weirdos because the weirdos are the ones keep bothering everybody. These same weirdos wouldn't talk to the Phillies. They wouldn't talk to the gang members. They wouldn't talk to the Hills Angels them because they know what's gonna happen. They won't talk to somebody in the comments and be sweet. So that's why most gang members let people in their comments troll because they know if I see you face to face, you wouldn't say that. And that's why I tell people I said you wouldn't say that if I was in your face. You feel me? Like, so I don't care. I don't have to be a gang member to be real. I can just be real. Just because I'm not a gang member don't mean I can't fight. We know how to fight, dude. Me and Joe always had to fight, man, because that's the areas we lived in. You feel me? I know how to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, but I can still get down. Like, bro, I'm a Muay Thai specialist. You keep trying me. Uh, I'll turn you into some Thai food. Keep on playing. I like how you pre this. Yep. Get off me. Because he was real. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I remember when you were checking the Hebrew Israelites. Yep. Because, and again, it's not all, man. Again, I don't believe the Hebrew Israelite nation is bad. I don't believe it. It's not all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just the extremists. That's what I'm saying. Because as you being honest, man, we all are Hebrew Israelites. We all are, honestly. But we not extremists. So that's why I'm saying you got the extremist, man, that's in his comments, the extremist that's messing with me. You know what I'm saying? And those are the ones that, again, when you in they face, they not gonna do nothing because they a bunch of punks. That's why I say they want to form in packs and march. When Philip Mitchell says something, or when somebody or you know what I'm saying, won't mess with little women on the corner. I said, well, why don't you go over there where Inglewood family is and go set up over there? I ain't never seen them on the block. Never. We got blood and Crips in Louisville. Why don't you ever set up in the neighborhood and do that? They never come to the neighborhood and do that. They always want to go where's downtown. I always want to go where white people is so they can mess with the small white people. The radical white people that come riding around with AKs and stuff and they want to hang black folk, they never show up. They never come out. The whole 2020 with the BLM, I did not see one of them out there. I didn't see them till a couple of years after the movement. And I said, we could have loved to see y'all out there because we want look, we needed numbers. Yeah, I seen they be on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I saw that. I couldn't be in there. I would have like, boo, get off the stage. I would have like, boo, we're trying to see Kim Kardashian. Get off the stage. Bro, I would antagonize him so much. Dude went out there. I think he was out there breakdancing. I think he was breakdancing, beating on something, and then he was trying to preach the truth. I said, bro, whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever. Like at this point, it don't even matter, bro. I said the only two people that's gonna listen to you is Kodak Black and Kanye West. They the only two people that's gonna listen to what you said. I said, bro, I ain't because Kodak Black said he's a Hebrew Israelite. I said, oh my God, here we go. Here we go. I said, man, come on, dude. Elijah was getting him. Yup. I really think Kanye West should be part of the Hebrew Israelite nation. I'll probably listen to him if he say something. See, the thing is that it's the problem is nowadays is that we got too many youngsters that don't understand that they are God. See, I'm trying to tell you who I am. Kanye is the only person that you would probably lose an argument with because he knows he don't know what he's talking about, but he do kind of know what he's talking about. It's like, bro, he's stupid, but he ain't stupid at the same time. Hmm. So I performed with Kanye West before. How long ago was this? What, you a rapper? Wait, how old is you? You said 2004. This is a long time ago. 2004, boy, our church was 1 years old. Really? Oh no, I'm silly. Oh, you 40? Okay, what's up, man? Shout out to the OGs, man. You got some OGs in here. See, those are the only old niggas I respect, the OGs. I respect y'all. But these older Negroes, I don't respect them. See, the OGs got a life, man. They can tell you something. You know what I'm saying? I always respected them. I never respected the ones that's claiming to be OGs, but they just old idiots. Like, yeah, they the OGs, all right, old garbage. I used to be in radio. Oh, what's up, man? Okay, shout out to that, bro. Shout out to that. Having all type of people come over here, man. That's why I said shout out to my West Coast, man. Like, love my West Coast people, man. I only care as much for West Coast music that much, but you know what I'm saying? I love West Coast, man. I feel like you wouldn't be able to wear no color, man, coming out there. Like my favorite color red, boy. I feel like they all be waiting on me. I come out the airport, take on the red hat. Inglewood's over sitting there just staring at you. The Rolling 60 sitting there looking at you. You put on a blue hat. You turn around the blue hat. The Inglewoods is standing there looking at you. Yeah, you put on the brown hat. The Serenos is right there. Like, daggone, man. What do y'all want? Like, what do y'all want? All three of them just sitting there staring at you in your face. So which one is gonna be? Like, pick up that flag. You better not pick it up. You pick it up, I'm gonna hit you. You pick it up, I'm gonna hit you too. Like, you don't pick it up, I'm gonna hit you. I'm like, what do you want? Like, you between two of them. Like, I don't know what to do, man. Um, You can wear it, just know how to wear it, man. Look, I know a lot of them like cop it to the right, right? I know they do like a lot of copping to the right. They wear like right everything to the right or whatever. I know they be having like stands, like I think what's it like five popping, six dropping, or is it four popping, five dropping? I don't remember how it goes. But I know a little something about game politics, you know what I'm saying? I used to study that. I was around people like that all the time, so they'll tell you, you know what I mean? That's why I was saying, like everybody that's like a Crip or blood all over the nation, they not real Crips and Bloods. Because again, they didn't check in with LA. Like you have to be stamped by them, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's why I didn't take Kentucky Bloods and Crips serious. Cause I'm like, bro, y'all not even real Crips and Bloods. Y'all didn't even y'all got that from them. Y'all not even solidified by them, bro. Y'all couldn't go to to man, y'all couldn't even go to Crenshaw and Mafia. Y'all couldn't go over there and claim that gang because y'all not from there. You know what I'm saying? I said y'all are not one of them. They don't look at y'all as a real buster. They call y'all busters. That's what they call you. You feel me? Or what C Mac likes to say is custers. He said, "Man, try to chill out, cousin Custer on 55th, cousin Custer, man. All these beautiful big sisters and everything." Like the way he be talking, he like he from 55. He's a Custer, man. I say y'all some imposters, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when they go to penitentiary, like I remember Boom Gang said it. Y'all know Boom Gang, he got saved actually. And so he does a lot of ministry for the Lord now. But before that, Boom Gang was always doing something stupid, you know what I'm saying? And so he had joined Crips, you know what I'm saying? He from Florida, but he had joined Crips. And so when he got locked up in penitentiary, they said, "Where you from?" He was supposed to say, "I'm from whatever gang he was from." He said, "I'm from Florida." That's a big mistake. Because they said once you claim that gang, you gotta say that you from there, where they from. And then they said they was like, "You ain't from 60s or wherever he was," you know what I'm saying? So the way they be pressing the nigga, I said, "Look, you better be from there, but they would hurt you. They would hurt you." I seen a dude, man. He was a Playboy gangster crip, man. He was on what you call it? Yes, Joe Gabbana. Yeah, Joe Gabbana. I follow him. He's cool people, man. He's cool people. It's crazy to see how he changed his life because I remember when he was doing all that nonsense. I said, bro, he's stupid. Boy out there got his jaw broken. Went to prison, got his jaw broken. Yeah, he's just getting beat up. Yeah. And he realized he wasn't crip when he got pressed. The dude came up. He said, I'm from Playboy Gangster Crip. And his name was Deuce, Big Deuce. And they said, "You want to talk to the kids?" And they took the handcuffs off him. He was sitting there looking at dude. He was bald head, had tattoos and everything. He said, "You ain't from 60, cut. I ain't never seen you from nowhere." He said, "Put your hands down when I'm talking to you. Look at me in my eyes when I'm talking to you, Playboy." He said, "Read my knuckles." He said, "What that say? I ain't got no love for 60s, do I?" He said, "I ain't got no love." He said, "Get on and give me push-ups." I said, he was a terrifying guy. I ain't gonna lie. He scared them. Hmm. He said, "Where you from?" He said, "What set you from?" Dude said, "Playboy Gangsta Crip." He sounded like Snoop Dogg. He said, "Playboy Gangsta Crip for shizzle my nizzle." Like the way he said it. I said, "Bro, he related." Yeah, man. A lot of them do turn their life around, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, bro, if they could, if God could turn Whack 100's life around, boy, Whack 100 would be a dope preacher. Whack 100 crazy. Hey, bro, I love Whack 100. I would be scared to fight him too, because he's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Because the way he talk, man, because again, like these dudes, they be having the same type of like authority figure turn, like how Daddy had, you know what I'm saying? Like they real men, but it's like, but they be soft, you know what I'm saying? They be kind of soft. Or they making it about politics, you know what I'm saying? It's not about that, you know what I mean? So the way Wack talk, I like him because he talk hard. Cause that's how Daddy would talk, man. He's, Wack, he talk over you. He don't let you talk. He said, "On Pyru, homie." He said, "No, you gonna have to see me." He be ready to fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? But he about that life, and that's why I said, like, bro, if they was really like Kingdom Warriors, but they'd be tough, man. Because again, they not soft. You know what I'm saying? They not like playing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said I like the fact that they still real, like yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like there's still some realness in a lot of black men, man. Because now, like I said, Negroes change. Or they was always effeminate. You know what I'm saying? Then this is the new wave. You know what I'm saying? And now they run around talking about their feelings, and now they singing love songs. Now Negroes was drilling at first. Now they talking about love songs and it's just stupid stuff. I was like, bro, y'all a bunch of Omarions, man. You don't got souls, like, you know what I mean? And everybody got pretty boy and stuff. Like nobody gonna get their hands dirty. Like, yeah, man. They just be they on some other stuff. That's why I said dudes. That's why I said dudes like yeah can sit under Daddy man and listen to him preach. You know what I'm saying? The church was filled with gangsters. Even the women, bro. There was women gangsters in there, bro. Like our ministry was not sweet, bro. We was in the hood all the time. So again, the word always reached. Most of the people in the comments are people that's like him. So they was like, "Oh man, this is hitting." They was like, "I know a homie that live in San Antonio now, bro." Shout out to bro J and them. He been knowing us for some years, and so he had told me. He said, "Bro, the first time I turned your daddy on," he said, "Bro, he's a trucker. He drives on the road, but he's also from the streets too, man. I think he was a former crip." He said he was doing the same thing that he was doing, selling dope. You know what I'm saying? Getting locked up, fighting, doing all type of crazy stuff. He said, "Man, the first time I heard your daddy, he said he was so real, I turned him off." He said, "Ain't no way that this man living like it." He said, "Ain't no way this man real." That's what he said. He said, "Nah, man." He said, "This ain't real." He said, "Ain't no way this is real, man. This ain't real." He said, "I started listening to him every day, man." He said the stuff he was saying. He said, "Bro, I ain't never heard no man talk like it." You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like him are saying that they have never heard somebody real and serious like him. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was able to pull in a lot of men that's like him. A lot of women, that's the act that there's a lot of women that's kind of like him because it's like when you come from that lifestyle, you never heard nothing like it. You didn't think it was possible, but he was showing you. That's why I try to tell fools like, bro, Daddy he was one of the best representations of black representation because he was showing you how it was to be classy black Christian people. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? He took care of himself. He loved his wife. He took care of his kids. You know what I'm saying? Did ministry. He loved God first. You know what I'm saying? And he was a real man. So he was showing you what it was like. And he loved his black people. So he was showing you what it was like to be a classy Christian black person. You know what I'm saying? But again, Daddy, God could use Daddy because he wasn't soft. That's why I said all throughout the Bible, man, God used murderers, man. He used con men. He used all type of people because again, they was not soft. You know what I mean? That's why he could use him because Daddy knew what it was like to fight his whole life. So he knew that this Christian walk was going to be a fight. He knew preaching to Negroes was going to be a fight. You know what I'm saying? People who don't know that and they just trying to do it for theatrics and they soft. Somebody say something about them to hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying? They oh, I don't want to do no more. Oh, people's good. You know what I'm saying? They quit. That's why I said to do what he was doing, man. You gotta have thick skin, man. People gonna talk about you on the internet, man. People gonna say stuff you don't like. They're gonna flood your comment section. They gonna come here and give out fake words. You know what I'm saying? My whole family know. That's why we all ain't soft, man. We all ain't soft. Mama's just as gangster as him. Like, bro, Mama ain't soft at all. Mama know people be saying, so she don't care. And people say stuff about me. I mean, you ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody ever came and did nothing. So we ain't worried about it. All my family, man, we are not soft. This is how we are. We just don't play that. You feel me? I'm gonna be doing Bible study with my dad, and I'm gonna be going. Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah. Well, you got 500 different sermons or more to choose from. You got plenty. Hey, I thought again, I thought y'all was just talking one time. I was like, man, because people kept saying, I watch your daddy every day. I was like, why? I was like, why, man? Like, because I'm there. I don't need to watch him. Until one day I was in the airport, man. I was bored, so I said he kept popping on my time. I said, I'm gonna watch this, and then it was getting good. I said, oh, it was like the return of Nephilim. I said, oh, I remember that message, but I said, but it hit different the second time. See, it hit different, man. And I was like, man, I was like, oh yeah. It was so interesting. I got mad when they told us to board our plane because I lost the service. So I had to wait till I got off the plane to listen to the rest of the message. Soon as I got to the Denver airport, I mean, I was on my way back to Louisville. Soon as I got to the Denver airport, I put the message on again. I was walking through the airport. I said, oh, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, oh, man, that's hitting, bro. And then I was in the subway and he was preaching the point, man. It was the end of the message, last words of the message. Like literally, it had nothing to do with what he was talking about, but it literally led to the same thing every message. And it would hit my issue right there. Boy, I about threw my phone. I almost threw my phone, but white people looking at me crazy. I said, bro, yeah, if you knew the type of blessing I just received. And I said, why you acting like it, Steve? You was just there. Like I was there for this. You know what I'm saying? But I said it hits a second time though, because it's good. Like I hit a second time. You know what I mean? So I got some of his sermons saved, my downloads. Yeah, man, you have to because it's good. That's why I said if you got bad anxiety, if you scared to fly, listen to him, man. Listen to good Christian stuff because it'll calm you down. Usually I'll be watching like YouTube and movies and stuff, but I'm like before my service falls off, I'll listen to as much of the message that I can have. Then once the plane reaches about like 20,000, 30,000 feet, like your service will cut off. And so sometimes the plane is still have like Wi-Fi, but that one I don't think I can do. And so I'm like, dang man, this is a good sermon. I was like, this is good. And guess what I did all day? I was all day traveling. I was binge watching his messages. You know what I'm saying? Listen to all of them. And I said, I was talking about people that watch it all that. Look at you. Look at you now. You watching it again. The second time. You know what I'm saying? And it just hit different. That's why I said they'll never get old. They will never get old, man. You know what I mean? So that's why I tell everybody, like, bro, keep watching the messages, man. If you're watching 3 times, watch it again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same as watching movies. You're gonna watch it 20 times, like just keep watching it. It's a good message, you know? But that's why I said like people that can relate to him, man, could definitely that's why I said I was surprised when I seen that white people was watching Darby because I said the way he preached, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got Mexicans and Canadians and you know what I'm saying, Asians, all type of people watching. I'm like, I didn't even know people even watch him like that, bro. I thought that was just us, you know what I'm saying? He got a big African following, man. I remember I had a lot of Kenyans, man. They was coming, Kenyans, Nigerians, Ugandans, all of them. They was just like, oh man, I love your father. I watch him all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody watches him, man, because again, most people can identify what he's saying, man. A normal weirdo, or ain't no such thing as normal weirdo, but your basic weirdo, they don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I have a son watching. He's about to be now. Okay, that's what's up, man. Shout out to that, man. Shoot. And that's good, man. Put him on the word early. You know what I'm saying? Like do what daddy did with us, man. Put us on the word early. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the way we all end up turning out. Now we gonna make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? I made my share of mistakes because Lord knows I was a nigga. Like, bro, daddy had a lot of talk with me, man, because I just did stuff, man. Like even when I was trying to gang bang in school, because he knew I was a teenager. I was growing, I was a young teenager, a young fool. And he had told me, he said, "Son," he said, "you ain't gotta fight every day." He said, "Them boys gotta fight every day because they ain't got no love in their life." He said, "Son, you don't know about the streets like that." He said, "I'm trying to tell you it ain't the route you wanna go down. You can go down the route if you want to." He said, "I'm trying to tell you it ain't what you want." You know what I'm saying? But as a kid, you're gonna do some stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying? But if you rooted, I was rooted in the word, so I always knew what was right and what was wrong. So that's why it stuck with me. Even when I was out there doing wrong, it still stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So always install it in them, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if they do run off, they'll be back because they know what's in them. You know what I mean? Just talking about Jesus at 2 years old. Yeah, man, that's good. That's good, man. It's installed in them. So that way, like I said, they know the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because now this world getting crazier. And then I know, like, especially where you go, the hood is the hood, man. Any city, any place, but you know, I know some places are a little bit worse than others, man. I know, especially California, like a lot of them jump off the porch at that age. You know what I'm saying? Or they, they get affiliated with the wrong people because it's a lot of wrong anywhere, man. Where it's like that, so you get it instilled in them. Even if they do jump off the porch, man, they'll come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens all the time. Definitely happens all the time. So, like I said, I ain't gonna say I jumped off the porch, but I didn't always do right stuff. I was out there doing wrong. You know what I mean? But it was always instilled in me, and I was like, I knew that I didn't want it too far because I was like, I know what's right. I know what I've been told. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, you can teach the people you used to run with. You know what I'm saying? Not people that you knew. You know what I mean? So that's why I said I can't. Again, I never gangbang. I hung around them, and I was always around that type of stuff. But I never was one of them. You know what I'm saying? And so now that I live in a different city, I'm doing stuff in my life. I got a dream that I'm fulfilling. I be trying to tell them that, you know what I'm saying? I be trying to tell the youngsters like, hey man, I ain't no OG, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not, I can't identify with y'all like that. But I said, but bro, I was born in the hood. We always have ministry in the hood. We was always a part of it. So I can tell you about my aspects on that. My testimony from dealing with that. But I tell them, I said, man, y'all got so much to live for. Like even when I was in Louisville the other day, man, I ran into a bunch of young Crips, man. It was young Crips too, man. They wasn't no older than like 8. They was like around ages 8 to 12 or 13. Like they was young too. And they let it be known, man, because I'm from the East End, and the East End beats with the West End. The West End is mainly Crips. East End is mainly Bloods now. And so I told him where I was from, because again, I had to stop the little homie, man. He almost pulled out his switch on somebody. He was talking crazy, and he saw I was on live stream. He's like, I swear, he said, hey, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill this nigga, I'm gonna kill him. And I told him, I said, hey, bro, hey, come on, man. I said, chill, homie, chill. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what he about to do. He had his hand in his bag and everything. And I said, homie, chill, come on, you feel me? And I said, "Where y'all from, man?" And they said West End. I said, "I'm from the East End." You know what I'm saying? And then one of his little homies threw up. It was like some, how like disrespect to a gang. They'll take your gang sign and throw it upside down. So he had threw some sign upside down. I didn't know what that was. I'm like, I don't know what that is. And so dude was like, he just dissed your block. I was like, that ain't my. That's a boy. White people on this. What you talking? Ain't my block. Like, I don't own this, man. White people on where y'all live too. And I told him, I said, homie, how old are you, man? He said like 12, 13. And I said, bro, you got a lot to live for, man. I said, hey, man, you ain't got to be out here in these streets, man, banging and stuff like that. I said, bro, because I said, bro, I don't even live here no more. I live in San Antonio. I said, bro, you can live somewhere nice. You can get out of here like I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, you got to understand there's more than just fight for a black that you don't own, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all young, y'all got your whole life ahead of y'all. You know what I mean? I would hate to see them get messed up or mixed up in something. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's just, that's sad. That's why I said, like, that's why I said I want to talk to the young ones, man. You know what I'm saying? To stop them from going to this type of lifestyle and even going to the prison ministry. Again, I can't identify with them like it because I'm not one of them. But that don't mean I still can't show love. It don't matter. I'm still show love. You know what I'm saying? You don't never get too bigger than the program. Daddy first ministry was doing prison ministry before he even had a ministry. You know what I'm saying? Because he can identify with the brothers because he was always getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? Just because I ain't never been locked up don't mean that I won't still go and help them brothers, man. I still got love for them, man. Them is my peoples. You feel me? They need love too. They already think nobody care about them. Like God takes you and puts you around some of the worst. You know what I'm saying? He don't When you get a millionaire, you don't just stay around millionaires all day. Even if I was a millionaire, I would still be doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't get bigger than the program. You still gotta keep a humble heart. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna get back to the hood. I ain't gotta live her, but I'm still gonna get back and do community outreach, what Jesus did. Like I'm gonna still do those things, you know what I mean? So so yeah, man, don't listen to these fools, man, thinking they bigger than the program and stuff like that. I'm gonna go to the crib. It's getting hot out here. What time is it? I don't know how long I've been over here. I'm like 2 hours. Just 2 hours. Like you want to be a blessing, man, to a lot of people. You feel me? So, um, and I'm glad a lot of y'all see that, man. A lot of people they come watch me, they see that I'm my own man. You know what I'm saying? They see that we related and stuff, but they're not trying to turn me into my pops. You know what I'm saying? And they know you got your own thing. They got their own thing. You know what I'm saying? But the important thing is that we trying to love and help people. You feel me? That's what I want to do. That's why I said I don't want to deal with weirdos, man, and people who don't know nothing. Because again, it's just I don't know. That's why I love how a lot of gang members, man, they being influential to their community, man, doing turkey drives and backpack drives and stuff like that, And then you got a bunch of naysayers, well, they just doing it for a tax write-off. Well, so what, man? Everybody still win. The kids get a backpack, the mamas them get a turkey, and Buddy gets a payment on his taxes. Who cares? It's more than what you gonna do. And you know the main people that be talking the system of weird Negroes who ain't got no money. So I'm trying to tell you, I said, bro, the ones that's always talking is the ones who ain't from there. They don't know nothing. You gonna talk about Crenshaw Mafia because you ain't from there, dude. You don't know what's going on in the jungle. You don't know about that. You don't know them. There's a lot of them that's still doing good things, man. A lot of them are still doing food drives. You don't know nothing. Go put your money where your mouth is, Negro. And that's the problem with Negroes, man. They talk too much. That's why it took them 40 years to get to the promised land when it's supposed to take them like 13 days because they talk too much, dude. Can't stand them type of Negroes. I saw your first video, I smiled. Was like his dad would be so proud of him carrying legs. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for seeing that. Cause I mean, I don't even know, man. I didn't even realize I had a lot of characteristics like that. I mean, this is how we all are. It's how we all talk, how we all act. You know what I'm saying? So when people was like, man, such a blessing to see him, just kind of like how his father was, and I'm just like, I didn't know they was like, it's just how we are. It's how we always are. You know what I mean? But it's good to see that, man, because you know what I'm saying? Because people can understand like what righteousness is, man. They can understand that you have a heart to do something. I'm not on here for no money. I ain't on here just to get some clout, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get up off of this thing. I'm like, I don't want to keep doing it, but I'ma still do some good with what I got. You know what I'm saying? My goal was never to reach weirdos, man, and people who don't know nothing. My goal was to reach people who need something. You know what I mean? And so just like Daddy did, I learned that from him. You feel me? I learned that from him, man. Like helping the hood and people that's less fortunate. You know what I'm saying? I was never gonna give nobody none because again, I was stingy. You a child, you stingy, you selfish. You don't think about nothing. Until I saw how he had a heart for the people, and I was like, I want to have a heart for people like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we all supposed to do. It's funny. It's funny. It's like, oh no, it's bright. I can't see this. Hold on. It's funny how Ti his son's. Oh my gosh, bro. Hey King, that is one ugly dude. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm glad I came out the womb with daddy looks. You know what I'm saying? I got two good looking parents because boy, I don't know what happened to King. My gosh, boy. That boy looked like some molded Play-Doh. Like, who made him? Like, bro, that's an ugly dude. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Everybody said it. They was like, bro, he is an ugly kid. It's like, boy got piano keys for it's like, dude, that boy look crazy. I said, how does any woman ever find I said, I know T.I. be like, oh, that's my son. Mm. Now he's kind of embarrassing to his people. I don't know what he be doing. He be on some fake gangster stuff. He ain't gangster. I said, boy, if it weren't for your daddy, you wouldn't have no status. And that's why I told people I don't even like being known for my father because I'm like, I'm doing my own status because I don't want to end up like him, a 50 Cent son. You know what I'm saying? They bums. You know what I mean? They only got someone like nigga, they daddy paying their way. I don't want that. That's why I said I came out to San Antonio with my own money to pay my own way because I'm like, I don't want to feel like I can't do nothing in my life. You feel me? I don't want to end up like them. You know what I'm saying? Whew, man, it's hot. Hey, I was really hot. Sheesh. Son look like his mama. That's crazy, right? Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing, but Ti want like he might want to check and make sure it's his son. 'Cause he ain't giving off no Ti vibes. Hmm. When you cooking up some more music, I was actually cooking up some yesterday. I got free some more space on my computer, man, because I done did so much music. I'm out, I'm out of storage, so I need to actually. I think I'm gonna go through this in a little bit and check on some stuff that um I can actually free up. Come on, leave me so long. Um, I need some more space, man. I'm out of stuff, so. Oh no, we gonna see. 'Cause it's been a minute. I miss my music, so I was thinking about doing something today, but again, I gotta check my storage. So we'll see. Man, it's hot. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, y'all. I need to go get some lunch and get some what's called. I'm making gospel Afrobeats. Oh, what's up? Hey, shout out to the Afrobeats, man. Shoot. It'd be nice to know people know about that, man. Know about them Afrobeats. What y'all know about that? I don't know. Or Steve, I always knew that since I started following you. Are you still doing Yeah, I'm still doing music. Um, I just mainly do them on the music channels. Like I said, I don't really do stuff. I don't try to do too much over here. Maybe what I'm thinking about, because I got a new setup. So maybe I'll set it up to where I'll do like maybe one or two on this channel. Since this channel is bigger, so it's heavily saturating the algorithm. So when I do stuff like that over here, of course it gets more views, and of course because it's established. The new ones are still newer, but it's taking time, but it is working. It's getting views. So I was thinking about doing that yesterday. Maybe I'll try it today. We'll see, y'all. I can't promise you nothing, but I'll try to set it up for a little bit and see what it's like. And if y'all got your notifications turned on, man, like I said, just stay tuned in. Because if you see a notification, it won't say Simply Steve is live. When I do Simply Steve is live, that's just me talking because I don't care about these. You know what I'm saying? But when it's music, you'll see the thumbnail and you'll see like some type of name or something, or it'll be like, trap soul type beats or Afro beats or something like that. So um yeah, just try to stay on it. But you got 20K subs. Okay. Well, after this channel or the channel after this stream, I'm gonna have to when it uploads, I'll check your stuff because I can click your channel. I can't do it on here right now, but um, once it upload, I'll check it out. You make some good stuff, man. Might collab or something. So, whew, it is hot right now, y'all. I need to turn this fan on. Jesus, it's hot. But yeah, man, I'm going to get off of y'all. I need to go get some lunch. I'm hungry, so um, just stay tuned. I'm gonna try to set the stream up later, and if it do, it do. If it don't, then whatever. I told you. So, anyways, man, I'm gonna get off here. I love y'all. Y'all stay warm. It was a pleasure seeing y'all, man. Y'all cool people. Turn your notifications on and show up on time, people. Next time I didn't show up on time. Daddy was big about showing up on time. Show up on time, man. So we ain't doing this till 5 hours. But anyways, I'm out, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.